see a logo on that glossy white frame in your room. Now your squad's in the party all tango. Different jerseys in the same chat room. We were talking all the talk last summer, now we run the belly crib, that's facts. You were laughing at a dry ass lunch, now you begging for the patch, relax. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Got him sliding in the DM, that's mad. Crossing over just to get that bag. Now the Starship docked on a blue tag pad. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Whole fan war looking real sad, so sad. We all knew you double back, now we booting up the game on a DualSense pad. Green hat on with a blue scarf tucked, I'm a hybrid, mix my luck. I remember when you called it ours, now you praying that we link up. You were flexing all that day one, now the gate wide open, come on in, guess your favorite little space run shooter. Found a brand new galaxy to spin. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Got him sliding in the DM, that's mad. Crossing over just to get that bag. Now the Starship docked on a blue tag pad. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Whole fan war looking real sad. You can cap or do the math. If it sells right here, then you know that's that. Who you trying to fool with the tough talk? Every suit in the room saw the chart drop. Now they want a taste of the storefront. Same game, new gang at the door front. We just laughing in the party chat, mix it. Green check mark with a blue one, fix it. In the end, all the noise just adds. Cause the headline reads, yeah, they need us bad, so bad. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Got him sliding in the DMs, that's mad. Crossing over just to get that bag. Now the Starship docked on a blue tag pad. Xbox needs PlayStation so bad. Whole fan war looking real sad. Guess the troops out, no take backs. We're the main quest now, better face that fact.
All right. That's right, grinders. Hit that like button. We are here. Gaming Grindhouse is open. It's Monday. The fires are burning, and yeah, it's gonna be a cooking show again. Man, oh man, it's called Chef Grindhouse. There we go. Chef Joe's in the house. How you doing, everybody? Hit that like button. Come on in here. Today is a day of days. It is a milestone on the edge. It's on the edge. Where's my? It's on the edge. We are officially, as of right now, 10 Grindhouse subscribers away from 3,200 grinders. That's right. You heard it. 3,200. A milestone. It's like 25 people hanging out in a room was a big news. To know that we got 3,200 gaming grinders will be awesome. So let's try to do it live. So we got subscriber because I want to see the new subscribers. Who the 10 going to be? We need a lineup of 10 grinders. So when they subscribe and come into the chat, we see them. So that's why. So who's going to be those special new grinders that are going to join the gaming Grindhouse? Dude, it's fun in here, man. It's warm inside. It's cold out there, but it's warm inside. That's right. It's warm inside, dude. And we're going to have some fun. Man, there's 3 things that I want to talk about. And that is the PSSR 2.0 and how it delivered in Crimson Desert. Then I want to talk about exclusives, but not too much. Just a little fun, a little bit of chuckles, a few chuckles. But the second one is Digital Foundry getting roasted. Oh, man. After Thrash's video and having Thrash, shout out to Thrash for coming on the show last week, man. I told you, we had 2 chefs in the kitchen. 2 chefs. And he even did a breakdown after the fact on that Digital Foundry. Man, the response was nothing but a disaster. A train wreck. It was the worst thing they could have said. Ryan. Worst thing they could have said.
It was a train wreck.
And they got
It was
cooked
a disaster, Ryan.
With grill marks on their ass cheeks.
It was a train wreck. It was a
disaster. Not good news for them. And then the final thing is everybody is so excited about Xbox. They're so friggin' excited over at Xbox headquarters that they're leaving. Yes, the excitement is through the roof at Xbox headquarters that all the executives are just leaving.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow? Yo! I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Keep firing, assholes!
But grinders, we don't just talk about the news. We actually go deeper than that. So here at the Gaming Grindhouse, we have who those executives are and some crazy videos about what they were working on. So yes, I've done my research and we're going to talk about it here. So hit that like button, subscribe. You see, where is it? I'm going to tweet Asha at 250 VIPs, and I got some people to take to the balcony. So I'll be taking you to the VIP balcony. We tweet Asha, and we're ready. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Look at this. Maniola's cooking in the house. There he is. There he is, bringing that VIPs up to 225. There he is. He says, member, dude, he's an ultimate grinder. That means Maniola's gets all the Gaming Grindhouse music that you just listened to. He's an ultimate grinder, not just a VIP. He's not even a balcony. Maniola's is up at. We don't do rooftop parties here. He's on the 3rd level. He's in the frosted glass rooms. That's where the other ultimate grinders hang out. The frosted glass. He came out of the frosted glass room to greet us here at the Gaming Grindhouse. Shout out to Maniola's ultimate grinder. He's a little bit higher than the balcony in the frosted glass. A little special section for the ultimate grinders, the frosted glass room. He says, yo, Jez and Grinders, what's up? Just got my 4K 240 hertz OLED monitor. I'm ready for PSSR 3.0, baby. There you go. Man, he's up to 3. Maniola's, holy shit. He skipped 2. He's like, we're not going to do 2.5. We're not doing 2.75. We're going straight to goddamn PSSR 3. And then he's taking 5 people to the balcony. Oh, man, Maniola's taking people to the balcony. Oh, to the balcony, he said. He says, come up here and party with us. Oh, shit, I got work to do. I got to find my things. Where are they? And then we got Ron M., member of 40 months, another ultimate grinder. Grinders, they are coming out of the frosted glass room tonight. They are coming out of the frosted glass. The ultimate grinders are coming into the streets and talking with us. He says the Xbox console is an afterthought. The brand is Xbox is largely a third-party publisher. Now that it lacks consistent good games. Yeah. And a vision. It doesn't have a vision. But thank you, Ron M., for all the stuff you do as well. Thank you, Ron M. And Manios, the 5 VIPs. Who did he take to the balcony? He took Geometric. He took Astro 911, Lone Gamer, and Panthorus. There we go. Thank you so much. Let me do some updating here. I gotta have this thing open. Man, oh man, the grinders are cooking tonight. Where is the? Is this it? No, that's the other thing. Holy crap! But yeah, dude, thank you so. Yeah, I know they have no direction. And Asha can tell you all that she wants. She wants to hear you. She wants to hear you. She wants to do all that. We got 131, baby. Oh shit! I wish it was 31. There we go. We're cooking. We're cooking. The OGs are here. That's right. The OGs. The OG grinds are coming down, man. They know it's cooking season. They smelt it. They go, what's cooking? Let's get out of that frosted glass room. We're having fun up here. So you know, the first thing I got to talk about, and I know that you know, it's just amazing when you listen into the two camps of Xbox executives and the Cerninator, Mark Cerney. They just do. They just do. PlayStation doesn't need to walk around, tell you what if-isms, have a VP of next generation talking some horse shit. They don't need that stuff. They get the Cerninator come out there. He looks like Dana Carvey. He goes swing, swing, and there he goes back home. And then he just lets it cook. He says, let it out there. They're pulling up in grinders. PSSR 2.0 delivered on these games that we're seeing right now. The biggest games of the year. We got Resident Evil 9 showing the goods. We got Crimson Desert showing the goods. And then I went back. Ghost of Yotei, Last of Us Part 2, Astrobot, Ratchet and Clank. Dude, it just looks so much sharper. And the frames are there. It doesn't degrade the frames. Every single game. And it's crazy how he was talking about PSSR 2, which grinders will go see, and how it just came out. No GDC talk, no TED talk, no gaming Gandalf walking around, not looking at the crowd and just talking about things and slides and talking about how people don't play on consoles anymore. No. The Cerney went swing, and then magic happened. Same thing. They just added a higher resolution frame rate bit rates coming to the PS Portal. There was no GDC talk. Dude, there was no GDC talk. Just works. And then let me tell you, grinders, I've been crimson glazed. That's right. I've been crimson glazed.
Stop. Enough.
All right, Huggy, you got yours. Go back in the corner. I've been crimson glazed. That's right. I've been playing Crimson Desert. I'm triple glazed. I'm admitting it. Tonight, we got to figure out what the addiction is and why I have been crimson glazed. Crimson glazed in the chat, everybody. Crimson glazed. I don't know. I don't know what has happened. Something just came over me, but I cannot stop playing Crimson Desert. I have put in 20 hours. I found 20 hours somewhere. And I streamed it all with the Grindhouse. I don't know. The glaze is real. The glazing is real. I don't know what it is. I don't know what has happened. I was excited for this game, but I was loving my Resident Evil. I was loving some Yote. I was loving my WWE wrestling. But I put on this game, and I got triple glazed. I got that update, Mag. Thank you so much. Magnet, you've been awesome, man, in the chat. He told, as soon as I ended the stream, I got the new update, which, by the way, I haven't even played yet. So all the stuff that I've played has been before yesterday's update. Liquidate is in it, yo. Everybody, this is the Grindhouse show that you want to listen to while you're being crimson glazed. And I'm telling you right now, PSS, I've did it so many times on my channel, so it'll be a little redundant for those who have not watched the quadruple streams that I have done of this game. Because what I do is I say, let you decide. I just play the game. I have a little fun, a little bit of, there's some Phil Ness there. I fought Phil Ness at the circus, took out the bots, and, we had a little stories there. But anyway, the game speaks for itself. I'll let the game play. And I show you everything that you need to know. Not as a reviewer, but as a friend in these gaming streets, and as a person that could share my opinion, but also share my experiences with you so that you, as a customer, can make an educated choice. I've done that with all the games. I played 27 yawns of Hellblade 2. I did that for the Grindhouse. I played Starfield and found spawning windmills in galaxies far, far away. We've played Halo Infinite, not infinitely, but enough to say I've had enough. We've streamed Halo Infinite, the whole campaign I've played, to let you see what I see and use our two sources. What's up, Gamer Boys? The left eyeball and your right eyeball. And I said, Grinders, here's Crimson Desert. Use your eyeballs. I don't know what's going on with reviews. I don't know what's going on with YouTube is. I think everybody's getting corporate glazed. I don't know what's going down. People's feelings hurt. People's images are hurt. I have no clue what the hell is going on. Play the goddamn games, please. Just play the games. Stop with the drama. Stop with who made it. Stop with who the voice actor is. Stop with who's not talking to me on the internet. Stop who didn't get a review copy. Stop it. Stop. Get him. Go ahead. You can come in. Yep, that's right. You're facing the wall. Get over here. I know you're working on something that you can't talk about. Get on. It's time. Get over here. Yeah, tell him. What am I saying? Yep. You can follow me up. Go ahead. Say it. Get on the microphone just one time. Yeah, here you go, Huggy. Here you go.
Stop. Enough.
Thank you. Go back to the wall. Face the wall. Go work on what you can't talk about. Stop it. Enough. Play the goddamn games. Who made it? Who's in the Discord playing? Dude, there's so much friggin' drama, so much horse shit that goes around these games. Just play the goddamn game. You like it, you don't like it, you like it, listen, play it. There's games that I play, there's games ass. There's games that have higher review. Dude, Starfield got an 88 or 85 with walking around with planets with nothing to do. Dead worlds. And Todd Howard's response is, that's space. Space is, there's nothing in space. No one can hear you scream. But Todd Howard, it's a friggin' video game. And you want me to just walk around rocks. Yeah, and then a windmill shows up. It's like, well, there are windmills in space. Todd Howard, there's windmills and farms on space, but there's nothing living on space, but there's windmills. Thank you, Mr. Tennis. I appreciate it, man. There's windmills. Please. I've played better reviewed games that play like ass and were boring as hell, and I said what the reviewer was doing. Probably got invited to a rooftop party. Probably got glazed. And we know about reviewers and their reviewer modes. And I'm not here to discredit reviewers, but we know how they cook. We know what they do. I just got this review copy. I got to get the review out by Friday. Oh, my God, it's not telling me where to go. I don't know what to do. I got to level up. What is this? Oh, my goodness, this is so boring. What is this? I got to get my review. Still got to write the thing. I got to go take it. I got families. I got to write this. I got the deadline by Friday. They didn't give us enough time. Oh, my God, what do I got to do? Oh, come on. Oh, you know what? I'm done. 15 hours in. I'm done with this game. What happened? You got to get the review out by Friday. That's what happened. We don't play the game like reviewers. I don't have to finish the game by Friday and give my opinions to the Grindhouse on Friday. We bought a game for our investment. And we're going to enjoy the game or hate the game. But we don't have a deadline to decide what are we going to give it, a score. Or write a review and get it published because somebody's going to beat us to it and we're not going to get the clicks and the ads for our dying website or dying channel. We don't need it. And grinders, let me tell you, on this special occasion when we're looking for 3,200 grinders, yo, we got somebody entering the Grindhouse. Where is it? Where it is?
Number one customer.
There he is, Mr. Jaydub in the house.
Boy.
What boy? What's up, Jaydub? How you doing, man?
Nostradamus is here.
There he is. Wait, I gotta get the friggin' applause for you. Yo, he's here. There he is. There it is. We're gonna go. Jaydub has reached a gaming nirvana.
Yep.
That is right. Jaydub has come here, and yeah, the reason. First off, I know that Jaydub, you've been liking some Crimson Desert, right?
I've been loving it, man.
I've been loving it. Crimson Glazed. I got Crimson Glazed. You got Crimson Glazed.
Yeah.
We got Glazed, dude. So just before we're gonna get into the good news with your stuff. But what have you thought about? They heard me talking about Crimson Desert. What have you been experiencing?
Dude, it's so much in the game to do. You can go anywhere. You can do everything. The crazy number of NPCs in this game that you can just interact with, just to have a conversation, is crazy. The animals, I mean, from crickets to salamanders. I mean, this game is huge. And I know
Blue Chew ad,
everyone's
sorry,
complaining.
man. I freaking YouTube popped up a Blue Chew ad on my freaking video. Oh shit.
Oh man.
Oh shit, man. You know somebody's getting excited here. Crimson Glazed. Oh shit. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
YouTube
oh
Live.
yeah, I see it, right? It's crazy. Just live doing the show. Oh man. But so here's the thing. The game got freaking crazy graphics. The game, I'm gonna be honest, this may be the largest game scale wise that I've ever seen. You can literally just go for miles and miles and miles and just it's crazy. I'm gonna tell you it was crazy. I don't know spoilers, but I was playing as an alternate character in the game.
Yeah, they've know. So a lot of them know. Yeah.
Yeah, in order to help, I needed to freaking crush up some rocks. So I went over there and I got a freaking pickaxe and I crushed up the rocks.
Uh-huh.
And then I went, got behind the cart, and I pushed the cart under the little tarp. And it's like, who thinks about this in a game? Like, that's just crazy to that detail of what you can do and stuff like that. I'm loving the game, and I'm like 10, 15 hours in, maybe.
Yeah.
This is just a huge game.
I
It's a
know,
huge
man. Like
game. And it seems like they're already adding like some changes in quality of life of what, they're taking feedback from what everybody's saying, and
very
they're
quick
actually
too. Very
doing
quick.
it really quick. Yeah, the game just came out Friday, and they already started making some of these things. It took Cyberpunk two years just to get running after they
Right.
sold it to everybody. So I mean,
Mhm. Yeah, and this was not everybody was speculating that this was a Cyberpunk situation because the game console reviews didn't go out. But this thing, I can't believe how this is running on the PS5 Pro. Again, I haven't played on the base PS5, but man, on the Pro, I went from quality mode to balance mode, and you could play balance mode no problem. But performance
That's
mode,
what I play.
yeah, balance mode's great. I've been doing performance mode. I can't believe how sharp it is. And the PSS, that's what, like, it's just crazy because you bounce around, and I'm looking at a rock and trees because there's so much. You could see the foliage, the trees. Man, Phil Spencer would never make a game like this. Fable's going to have like 2 trees in the goddamn game. This game has, like, it is bigger than Ghost of Yotei. I think it's bigger than Yotei. It's the biggest game I've ever seen.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the draw distance and the stuff that's
it's
going
crazy.
on. The weather effects, dude, it is crazy. All the stuff they got.
I think, right, this game is so ambitious, and I think that's what everyone was skeptical about this game because of how ambitious it is. It just allows you to do too much stuff, and we were like, nah. I mean, like, can they really pull this off with some of this stuff? And I'm gonna be honest, they pulled it off.
They did.
Now, some people may complain about the controls because it's not your traditional, press this button, for this and that. But there's so many moves in the game. They had to open up the control scheme, and you'll understand that. And I know some people want to be able to remap and stuff like that, and that's fine and dandy. But I bought the game. I just learned the controls, and then I just go with it. And I know games these days have a standard template, and this developer kind of went outside that scope. And I think that's what some of the backlash was. Oh, well, the controls suck. The controls suck. Well, that's because 99% of all games out there use the same fucking control scheme.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what people want to go back to that, but and that's fine and dandy. This game is not for everybody, just like every other game is not for everybody. But this game is for me. I'm enjoying it. And, I spent my $70 and man, I'm shit, I'm just scratching the surface.
I just want to get back to it, man. And what's crazy is like, this is one of those games. And know what's funny, Jaydub? When you're saying, first off, about the controls, right? The controls, it's basically GTA controls. Like, it's press X to run. It's square to jump, like GTA. That's basically GTA and Red Dead. Like, you tap X, same thing with the horse. You're tapping X. So, like, people want to click the stick. I'm like, well, we don't do that in Red Dead. Like, that makes you, like, it's basically Grand Theft Auto controls, but it plays action like a action hack and slash. And then it has like so many things where you could shoot out that hand that you could pull stuff in, like a grappling hook, and then you hit triangle and it converts you basically to a brawler where you're fighting with just fists in the middle of as you're fighting. So and then it uses controls like Demon Souls where it's R1 for light attack, R2 for heavy attack, and then L1 to parry and block. So it's like it is just a combination of so many friggin' game configurations, but it works. And you want to fight. Like, it has the depth of like how Kingdom Come 2 was, where just like the people react and the stuff you can do, but then it plays like an action game fighting, but in a world like Oblivion and stuff like that. And just this stuff here, like this thing where you use the glistening from your sword to kind of burn things. You could burn things. You harness light. So you hit L1 to do the light, but that's to unlock puzzles and stuff. But then I found out online that you use that to identify points of interest and stuff because they glistens in the past, and you could use it as you get to a high point and you hold it over and it'll show you like where artifacts are and stuff like that, like as a marker. Then you could use it to burn things and cook your food to give double XP. I'm using it right here to burn a haystack, just like you use a magnifying glass to light up stuff. You could use this focused light anytime to blind enemies. When you're fighting them, they'll get stunned. You could blind them, but also you could use it to burn items, or you could cook. You put your meat on the floor and you could cook it. What's crazy is I put my meat on the floor to feed a dog, and the dog was sniffing it, and a lady came by and grabbed it and ran.
Yeah. See, that's
Crazy
I'm not.
stuff, man.
Listen, that's what I'm talking about. It's so much stuff going on in this game. The NPC are smart.
You could gift and greet
like
anybody.
It's like a living world. Yeah, it's like a living dude. In some homes you try to walk into, you need a key.
Yeah.
But those other homes where you can just walk in, you can steal stuff.
Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. It's I don't know, man. I just think
you could climb anywhere, like Zelda style, Breath of the Wild. Yeah. You could climb on anything with stamina.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Jess. A lot of people always complain, oh, all these games are the same. These developers are not doing, enough to, vary, how they, we always ask for stuff new.
Yeah.
But then when developers try to give you something new, then gamers complain and they want to go back to, why don't this game have this like such and such game? It's like, because that would make it that game. Mm-hmm. These developer wanted to do this to make this game do something different than that game. Like,
Yeah, it has like elements of like Assassin's Creed where it's like this Matrix or something like weird, like other world. You could gift. They made a huge, what's so funny is that they were like the reviewers and stuff were making, Fable's coming back. We want, you could greet and gift anybody. Mm-hmm. It's like, this game has it right now with all this stuff. You could do it, but people were excited for Fable because that's what Fable's big thing is, that you could gift and you could romance, or not romance, but you could basically get on people's things to get discounts or missions and stuff like that. They did a better thing here where you could just you gift any NPC and they may give you a gift. They may give you something. I rang a bell in this town. And all of a sudden, it said I finished a mission because some gnome magic girl was like, "Oh, you rang the bell, so here you go," and she gave me like a thing. Dude, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane the amount of stuff you can do, and everything that's on the wall. It's not interactable where you knock it over, but you could take you could look at stuff on the wall and buy it, steal it.
Yep.
Like everything has a purpose that's on the shelves, and it's not just to kind of knock it over, and it's not to collect it Starfield style and over encumber yourself. It's crazy. You have shovels, pickaxes, hose, and not the people hose, but you got hoe like for gardening and stuff. Like it's crazy. It's and they just keep adding. And what I think too, Jaydub, is that I think they do an excellent job of flying and stuff. I think they give an excellent job of giving you everything that you need, like as you go, pretty quickly. Like it's not one of those games where you don't have anything for the first like 10 hours. Like or 5 hours, you got it. Like you could start flying right in the beginning, like the second mission. They show you how to skydive, like fly. Mm-hmm. I was like, whoa, okay, like and then you're fishing, and then what's crazy is that the more you explore, the better. Like you get craft items, you have side missions, you get you find things like in chests and stuff like that upgrade yourself. Like it's not just follow the campaign missions to get all the stuff. They want you to go off and just find a bunch of people standing in the woods, like doing like just like chilling, and then you just like talk to them, and they like almost like Yote a little bit. It's really it is awesome. Like and then that other character that you could control, and I think there's more and stuff, but she's plays completely different, and it does GTA style, dude. It goes GTA 5. Like you pull out the thing, and she's chilling out somewhere else on the map. Like it really. I couldn't believe that part. Like it was just insane. And then I like how you read stuff and you learn. So like you could unlock abilities just by leveling up with skills, or if you observe them from an enemy or a boss. Like you're fighting a boss, and if you like hold for a second, it says learning, and he does a move, it says you just learned that move. And now you could do the quick evade, and you could learn from people in the environment, which is really interesting, like how to do it. So there's so many elements. We could talk forever. I'm like 20 hours into this game. I streamed it all because I can't put it down.
Yeah.
It is absolutely a huge surprise. Like, and just I was excited for it. I couldn't believe. I was like, it's the open world to rule open world games. And one thing I think people didn't expect this kind of like open world experience for the type of microcosm that it is, like how detailed it is, to the little chick that you could steal and sell it in the market to a little chick that you think is everything, even bugs and a frog that's bouncing around. You catch it and you could eat it, or you could sell it to the witch. So it's like every animal. There's so many friggin' animals.
Have you went fishing yet?
Yes,
dude. I've been fishing.
Yo, fishing's wild. It's fun. It's all, and that's the mini games and stuff. Are rarely like, it's not just stick. Like, you just do the fishing rod. You gotta like fight the fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody wants to keep streaming. I will. I'll keep playing it, dude. We fought the devil last night, man. That was awesome,
dude.
The boss fights, friggin' awesome too. Like the build up to it, the music. Like
I beat what's the little elf?
Yes, that was the Phil Ness elf
guy
at the circus.
Yeah. So I beat him. And then that was
the next one was the one in the cornfield.
They let me. They gave me the king or whatever. Let me have a piece of land, put a house and stuff on, and so that's where I saved it there. And then I had to go to sleep and go to work. And so now I'm home. It's like, dude, after this, I'm gonna jump back on it and keep going.
Yeah, dude, I just can't keep. Dude, it is great. I could, if you want to see my reactions to the game as I'm playing it and I talk about it, I've streamed it, on the channel. Somebody's like, if they add co-op to it, oh man, let me get to some of these chats in here. Dude, they're all hyped in there. They're all hyped up that Jaydub is here. They know why Jaydub is here. Glassdoor Game with it too. Metacritic has a bunch of pansy outlet reviewers. Yeah. We didn't get a review copy. Remember Xbox Mundo or whatever like that?
Yeah.
Or, no, it was the Stevia, the goddamn sugars. Super Hemi with the 5. He goes, it's like they're trying to be everything and nothing at the same time, and it works. Yo, and I was surprised how many people like were hating on the story and stuff. And I'm like, I don't think the story is that bad. Like everything has cinematics, it has voice acting, it has animations. Like it's not. It has more cinematics and storytelling than I thought than Kingdom Come 2 did. And it's awesome too, playing it in third person. You can do first person just walking around to seeing the detail, but the third person really makes this game like really like an action game, like when you're fighting and stuff. What is going on with these freaking ads? I'm like, I gotta turn this thing off. This is craziness.
Yeah.
So yeah, but no, man, I'm loving it. The lighting is great too. Like it's doing that HDR. But man, the PSS,
dude, if you walk inside like the church or the castle, and that lighting just lights up. I mean, it's like, oh my god, this is a graphical showcase.
It is like the shadows.
And then you have that lamp, and you have the lamp with you, and so I can see why Digital Foundry was going gaga for the ray tracing and global illumination and all that stuff. Yeah, and I will tell you this: I pre-ordered the game on my PS5 Pro, and after the first day, I bought it on Steam because I wanted to see how would it look on my 5090.
Yeah.
I played it for about 10 minutes and then I got my refund from Steam because Steam will give you a refund pretty easy.
Good, yeah.
It was no total tangible difference. So it just lets me know that, hey, I can get my money back and I'm playing, I'm playing the game. It looks great. It runs great. Like, how some games, like if you go from the console to the PC, it's a big difference.
Big difference, right? Yeah.
There wasn't any tangible, noticeable difference. And obviously I had all the settings up high and stuff like that. So, some people can say, oh, playing at 250 frames and stuff like that. That's, but hey, I'm not an esports player. So it doesn't really matter to me. I think, if you're playing this is an action adventure game.
Yeah.
And if you're playing a shooter or something like that, then then exactly what it is. You know,
You
it's
be
all
able to move
debatable
on.
how people want to classify the game. The
Yeah,
game
you
is
could
like
wear, you
literally
could do two
everything.
swords. You could walk around
Yeah.
spears. And then what's crazy is that those weapons are not like behind a boss or something. Like they just could be laying like in a house.
Yeah,
And you
in
could
a
steal
field or
it in a
something.
field.
Yeah,
Like you could just
yeah,
find these weapons and then you could craft them. You could add.
yep.
I added that wind effect to a sword. You could go to the witch and
Hmm.
the witch will remove the abilities like swift and stuff from a sword if it has charms on it, similar to like Final
Yeah,
Fantasy 7. Like how you could add the
yeah.
the boosts to it. She could pull those
Hmm.
off and basically like put them somewhere else on your armor or things like that.
Yeah,
It really, yeah, I'm just so impressed with the game. I can't believe how well it runs. And, I think that I'm surprised. Well, I'm probably not surprised, Jaydub, that everybody's not screaming from the rooftop. This is the reason to buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. The way this game runs on the Pro in
well,
performance
I
and
think
in
they
balance
are.
mode, we haven't heard it.
From well,
I'm
Digital
telling you.
Foundry, they've been going gaga for it. I've been seeing that everybody and their mom been out buying a PS5
Well, they've been
Pro
buying it, but
every day.
the media and
It's been
stuff is
sold
not
out.
like, because remember, Jaydub, they screamed,
Well,
"Who's
that's
this
true.
for?" Reverb.
That's
Who's
true.
this
That's true.
for?
Yeah, who's asking for the? Yeah,
Who's
that's
asking
true.
for the Pro? We don't want it.
Maybe it's me, Jess, but I stopped listening to those reviewers and I stopped listening to them a long time ago. Right,
Yeah, they're clowns, man.
their credibility is shot. Right, they're all paid off. They want free shit, or else they'll give your game a low score. And
Yeah.
in this day and age, man, listen. Find a YouTuber that you trust that tells you the truth and and it has the game, play the game. Like listen to Jazz. He has it, he plays it, he streams it, so he plays it. Listen to people
Yeah.
like that. Listen to your peers. Don't listen to these guys who get a paycheck and they've been lying to you about Xbox for the last 15 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm not throwing stones, but if people sold you on Cyberpunk and people sold you on Avowed and Bleeding Edge and the rest of that
Oh,
shit,
Avowed,
you kind
dude.
of if you keep going back to to these same dudes who've been lying to you, right? And it's that's a you
Jaydub,
problem.
you
That's
brought it
not
up,
that's not
Avowed. Dude,
man.
Avowed came out, what, 2 weeks before this game? The Game of the
Yeah,
Year edition? Oh,
yeah,
Avowed.
yeah. Because
Oh,
remember, I'm not
oh,
gonna say the
man.
names, but certain people got flued out. They got flued out to Redmond, Washington. They got flown out, and came back making videos. Oh, this Avowed is gonna be something
Oh,
special. I played it, and then after the game came out, a McStinker. Then they said, "Well, I played the PC version, and Microsoft
they
they
told us
should have
not to
did this."
say
It's like,
anything. They're going to fix it.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. It's
yo.
on and on and on. It's not just Avowed. It's the rest of those games. Those dudes starting from Cyberpunk, they lied to you about Cyberpunk. Oh, the game's
Starfield.
great, this and that, and they told you about
Starfield's another one.
Starfield, right? It's a laundry list. This is why I wouldn't personally I wouldn't listen to those guys. I
Uh-uh.
mean, you listen, you get one or two good chances, right, for credibility. You lied to me once, okay, maybe you were misled. You lied to me twice, that's it. I'm not gonna let you lie to me 3 times, right? I'm gonna go to another source.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, just a lot of it is less about Metacritic score, and it's more about like watching this game. Does it interest you? If it interests you, give it a chance. Because not everybody likes this type of game. Not everybody likes shooters. Not everybody likes racers. Not
Yeah.
everybody, so it's really subjective. I have in the past, I have played some 60 rated games only because, by chance somebody recommended it and I gave it a shot and I was like, oh my God, this is a game for me. It didn't matter what the Metacritic score was, but it fit my particular gaming skill and what I like in a game, and that's why it's all subjective.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
really all subjective.
I just thought it's weird, like how they were kind of hating on this game, like complaining about story, complaining about like it doesn't handhold you and things like that, and it's just and then but meanwhile the glazing, like Avowed came out a few weeks before this thing,
Yeah,
dude, and it's just like they're like, but people like they give it an extra like, oh no, it's really no, give it a chance, and
yeah,
it's just like,
yeah.
look at what this game is doing, and then on top of that, look at what it's doing on consoles. This is not a Cyberpunk where it runs the best on PC, and then the consoles get kind of like the second hand-me-down updates and stuff like that. This game is above its weight like class in friggin' with the PS5 Pro, and for all the people that screamed, who is this for? Why do we want it? You got Resident Evil 9 and you got Crimson Desert right now, and that is just the tip of the iceberg. And you're telling me how this game's running? GTA 6 is coming, bitches. And, you know, that's the thing. Like, GTA 6 is coming, and it's going to be the best on the Pro. And people who want to know what this for, like, why buy it? The PS5 Pro right now. Like, this is the reason.
Listen, I'll be honest. This, to me, this is the reason to own a Pro.
And we knew this was going to happen. We knew this was going to happen. The second wave of games are going to take advantage of the Pro, and that PSSR is really. So what I wanted to do, and I know Jaydub's here and he can't. I'm going to actually share my screen because I want you to hear this stuff. We got the Cerney here, and this was an interview from a year ago when he talked about the PSSR, and he kind of alluded to this, and Digital Foundry did the interview, but I'm just going to show some of it here. So let me share my screen so you could watch it in real time, so you don't watch it delayed here. So like this, I thought was interesting, where he talks about, can PSSR be updated without a patch?
What I have confirmed looks good to me and players, and other developers would say, oh, there's options there.
I think with PSSR
update,
or is that something you're thinking about?
Well, there are a lot of interesting possibilities there. And I know, honestly, I don't know at this time. You know, it's wonderful to think that the game could say it's okay to update, or a user could make a decision to update. Just how all of those pieces fit together, I don't know.
And actually what we've seen is, like, I don't think these games got like a whole system update. I think it was the system itself got the update, and it just made these games better. Because I never remember downloading patches upon patches.
It's a system. So it's a system level feature. But what happened is certain games, certain developers, if they see fit, they can go back and do something or whatever.
Well, they're already taking advantage of PSSR, and I think that it just came on. It just got a system update and said whatever's using this resolution, it basically went boop, and it just fixed it. Like, it just kind of made it better. But one of the things that's interesting is that they talks about this whole Project Amethyst thing, and this is what I wanted you to hear this part
about. Number one, I think I want to hear about is, does it support these lightweight CNNs that we need for the graphics? But I'd also like to hear about, if people want to do their AI or something on it. Is it something that is portable? Is it something that's easy to create? Because you never want to lock into just one hardware architecture when they make that stuff. So working on this generalized architecture that's particularly good at the ML needs of consoles.
Yes.
You hear that? Working on this part, I want you to focus on what he says, how he differentiates what AMD is doing versus what he is doing with the PlayStation, with this whole PSSR.
I suspect AMD might frame it slightly differently.
So for you guys, really, it's that focus on these really lightweight models that you're using in real-time rendering.
That's my personal focus, right? I mean, AMD, of course, is incredibly broad, and they have big machinery out in the cloud, and they have laptops. They're in so many different spaces. But I look at it as, yes, I'd love to see these things happen. And the other part of it is, for these neural networks, they are time-consuming to make. I think...
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I
check this out. No, wait. Well, you got to listen. They knew that he's going to do the punchline right here. Watch this.
With no exaggeration, PSSR.
This is what Mark Cerney says. Now, if Mark Cerney's saying this, hear what he says right here before that stupid thing. Here, listen to this.
I think, with no exaggeration, PSSR is the toughest technical project I've ever been in my life.
In his life, PSSR was the toughest technical project he's been in his life, in his career. Because and what he's saying is that he takes So what he said is that the PSSR, the spectral part, and I think he says it here, or he said it before, but like how Tempest is their audio,
Yeah, the 3D audio.
their 3D audio. Spectral is their PSSR. That's their kind of their stuff. So like what AMD's doing with all their things and all that other stuff, he says that that's them. We want to take what's from that thing and we could use it in our console.
And
Exactly.
it's just marvelous to have a partner who also has resources and expertise that can be going into very much the same targets. And what are those targets? It is super resolution. It is, I guarantee it's possible to do better than PSSR. And that's just scratching the surface of where we can head. I mean, I mentioned frame generation and the like, but there are uses I know are out there that we haven't even started talking about yet. So it's to develop those together. Now, to clarify, we're talking about developing components, not developing libraries. Because our customers are different, and when it comes down to it, the hardware is a little bit different. I hope it rung true when I was saying PCs and super resolution's a little bit different from consoles and super resolution, because we tend to be variable upscaling ratio, and PCs tend to be, it's changing, but tend to be fixed upscaling ratios. So having this ability to grab those algorithms and then integrate those co-developed algorithms and integrate it separately is really going to be a boost, I think, across the board.
Yeah, it does seem.
And there it is. So Mark Cerney's picking the best from what AMD is working on to utilize it in his console. And how the way they do resolution is different on a console than where it's just like a kind of multiplier on PC, where a console is doing specific stuff. I bet you it's doing maybe like for memory wise and stuff, like maybe it's just making high resolutions of what you see and not behind you. And then when you turn around, it basically does, so that's what it could keep their performance. Who knows? Like there's because it's a closed system, they can manipulate exactly how they do the upscaling. That's why he's saying we're taking components of what they are. We're not just taking FSR 4 and slapping it onto a PlayStation. We are taking components of what they're working on as we co-develop them, and I'm pulling out what I could use as a component that makes my games better in my system. And that's it. And what's crazy is that we're seeing this. This is not a TED Talk 5 years from now. We're seeing this right now. And I'm telling you, in Crimson Desert, I play on a huge wall with a projector. If it's a lower resolution, I'm going to see it. Like, it's going to be like, whoa, because it's blown up at 110 inches. Like, pause. It's a huge screen. So, like, if it's a low resolution getting blown up, I'm not going to see it as sharp. And I'm telling you, this thing is crystal clear and performance mode. And when I'm comparing modes, I'm not comparing it on a 60-inch TV. It's a 120-foot-inch image that I'm looking at it. So if there's the dip in resolution, I'm going to see it than what it is. And this is the kind of stuff when you talk about AI, when we don't need to hear the words AI. We just see a better image because of AI, because of who gives a shit. I just want to see a better image. I don't want to know that AI is doing it. And when we were talking about the DLSS stuff, and I don't know, we'll talk about that, how Digital Foundry got roasted there. But like that is actually changed. That looks like it's not enhancing the image. It is changing stuff. It definitely looks different. The two pictures look very different. And it looks like it's just fixing the faces and not the environments. But that's another story with DLSS. But what they're doing here, it's crazy how it worked. And again, Wild Wolf says, I can't wait for Saurus and Wolverine. And that's the beauty of this closed system and what consoles are, because this is where I always ask, like, where's the Microsoft person that does this stuff? Where's the person that's picking out the best of the best and saying this is best for my console? There isn't, because they're not focused on that stuff. They're trying to slap a PC and tell you that it's a console, and you guys are trying to figure it out what's a PC console. Dude, he's making it crystal clear. He says the customers are different. The PC, what AMD is doing, they got laptops, they got the cloud servers and all that. We're not tapping into that shit. I don't want to. We have different customers. We have a different product. We're going to pull from that. Pull what they got and how we could utilize it here. And that's what you want. You want the person that says, what's best for my platform? Because then we get the best when you buy that platform. That's the whole point. And that's the benefits of a closed system and a closed environment where they could take the best of the best and put it in a controlled system and not worry about that stuff. But that's what I thought was interesting with that stuff, and we're seeing it. That's the
Well,
best part.
he did say, this stuff is going to change over time. Things it's going to consistently change, and so all within a year, we were able to get 1.0 and then 2.0. Now imagine when 3.0 gets here and 4.0 and 5.0. I mean, it's this is kind of like this is the future, and this is why we buy these consoles, and this is the forward mobility. The Pro that you had,
You're right.
First day when it first launched is not the Pro that you have now, all because of the updates and stuff that they did. So, man.
Same thing with the Portal. Just like
Same
that.
with the Portal. Look at that. Yeah, just like that overnight. They started updating it, and now it's like, guys, it's
a higher bit rate and everything like that from coming from it. Yeah.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. This is what we have to understand, because I saw this a lot on Twitter. People asking for the PSSR 2 on everything. All right. So here's the thing. PSSR 2 takes games that were already using it that couldn't, hardware-wise, that couldn't keep up with what the targets were, and the PSS 2 allow it to run more efficient and allow it to run at a lower resolution and upscale it. So it's an upscaler, guys. Not every game needs it. Some games are just native 4K, right? 4K 60.
Oh, yeah.
Because I saw some people talking about, well, what about Death Stranding 2, or what about Horizon and stuff? It's like those developers, they have their own techniques of how they get to 4K 60. They have their own stuff. Not everybody's going to utilize this, right? This is for games that otherwise wouldn't have been able to hit their benchmarks of what they were trying to do. Is using the upscalers.
What could it do with Final Fantasy?
Exactly.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
I'm trying to get people to understand what this is versus just thinking every single game that released, I'm not buying that. It doesn't use PSSR 2. It's like, I just kind of shake my head.
Yeah.
Do you understand what this is? Right?
Yeah,
that game doesn't, this particular game that you're talking about doesn't need it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't need it. It was already the raw hardware was able to run it at 4K 60 or 4K 120 or whatever the developer decided to. So they don't need that. It didn't need to have a lower resolution and be scaled up. If you can get a native, it'll get a native. Yeah. But for games that could use more performance, they would lower the resolution and upscale it up, allowing you to hit those target frames. And I just think and I get it. Not everybody's a tech guy. Not everybody understands this shit. Just know if you get a PS5 Pro, the games are going to fucking run great and look awesome. Just know that. That's just the best way to do it without going into the details. But if you want to go into the weeds of it, like Jez just had, he has this video here where the AMD guy and Mark Cerney, they sit and talk about this stuff. Some of this stuff is high level stuff where you may not be able to understand it.
Yeah, and it's actually, this was from a year ago. This is when he first announced with the Pro. So, it's just incredible watching it back then, hearing about what he's alluding to, and watch it evolve. Because he even said how PSSR 2 is going to evolve over time. And one of the things I want to emphasize, like what you're saying, is that it's not a tramp stamp on a game. Like, it's not like PSSR tramp stamp on it's not that. It is a system level AI hardware built in to the Pro, and it will take advantage of what games that developers decide to implement it in their game as an upscaler. Because you've seen some games have like FSR, or they'll have some sort of upscaling checkerboard or whatever the hell they're going to do, and some just rely on the PSSR. And it's just the way they implement how they're going to have their upscaler, and then the Pro does the rest. So it's not it's not a feature. Like, it's not like how Microsoft puts stamps on everything, like enhanced, Xbox enhanced, play anywhere, like tramp stamps galore, like they're all over the friggin' box, like an ad. They're not doing that with their games. It's not a tramp stamp that they're putting on their games PSSR enabled. It just says Pro enhanced, and that's me. It just means it's Pro supported, which is pretty much everything. Which is incredible, is that people said about who's this for. Again, another the PS5 Pro. I can't believe this shouting for the PS5 Pro Who's this for? Who needs this? We're fine. We've reached the max of what we need. Just buy a PC. Don't buy a Pro. All this crap. And now the Pro, all the support that it got, even up until this point, every game that came out, new game, was Pro enhanced. And some had Pro modes. Some just ran better on the Pro. It's just the way, like, it was the evolution. People didn't scream, who's the 1X for? Everybody ran out there and went crazy over it. It's just
That's true.
messed up how, like, you know, it's just PlayStation just, and again, it's just a certain number of crazies that have influencing power and get invited to rooftop parties that spread the misinformation. But when you just see it, that's why a lot of them just get pulled back and they kind of try to do something different, because the thing is that they're cooking. They show it. Here it is. I'm playing the game. I don't have to sit here and convince you, oh, yeah, it looks good. You should get it. They told me at a private event, they told me how cool it's going to be. No, here's the game. Look at it running. Done. That's it.
Yep.
I don't need to have hearsay. I don't need to come up with lies. I don't coming up what I'm hearing is bullshit. Here it is, because we don't live off of what I'm hearing is who told me, some developer in a private conference room. Get the hell out of here with that crap. I don't play that shit.
Exactly.
Play the game and play the stuff. Which is funny is that similar. One of the things that came about was one of the things that Jason Schreier comes running around saying about how now they're reconfirming their shift away from PC games. And it was just something that PlayStation, they're thinking that they may come out and say it, or they're just going to just not release them on PC. But when you see the focus of the PSSR 2 and the Pro, and that's going to be the entry point and bringing people into the PS6, they're going to focus on their hardware and getting people in their ecosystem. And that's what they're going to do. So like, they're not going to make people go to PC to go play their game. They're like, it wasn't worth it. They tried it. It wasn't doing it. They said, do it for the multiplayer games. But for the games that identify our platform, we need to hold on to those, because that's what people want to play when they play our system. And that's what it is. Plus, Steam is trying to get on the TVs. Xbox is trying to say they're a PC now, and they're going to go full PC Windows. So, well, full PC Windows. You can say whatever you want. It's a friggin' Windows PC with an Xbox app. I don't know how people are thinking like this is going to be any different. I still can't believe how, like, we just got out of the friggin' ROG Ally, them calling it an Xbox, and it was a Windows device with an Xbox app that boots up first. And they're doing it again. Oh, but this plays Xbox games. It's different. Didn't you hear that they said they're going to be playing games in a new way this November? They're going to be bringing those Xbox games to all PCs. So that means that all PCs could play Xbox console games, backwards compatibility, or preservation, they call it. Preservation, which sounds really positive for Xbox when you got to preserve their games. I've been saying this to everybody, but Jaydub, it's not called backwards compatibility. It's not called Xbox embedded into the PC. It's called the preservation program.
Yep.
What do you preserve, Jaydub? Something that's dying, or going away. You preserve a dead body. You preserve the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs were preserved. You're preserving the Xbox games because the Xbox console operating system is going bye-bye. And those games will not be able to be played ever again. So they got to preserve them and make them future-proof by putting them on PC. That's why it's called the preservation program. But dopies think it's some Xbox feature. Dude, it's backwards compatibility called preservation, and they're doing it now. So that when you boot up your Project Helix a year or so, 2 years from now, it has some games that are already there. That's what they're doing. And they're going to test them out, beta mode. But anyway, that was the reconfirming of things. And one of the things that I thought was always funny, Jaydub, and exclusives exposed. And Jaydub, this one's for you. This one's for you, Jaydub. Here you go. I got a nice couple of videos here because we know why Jaydub's here. I invited him here because he needs to get his flowers. Jaydub got a lot of crap on the internet for a game called Starfield. And when Phil Spencer, and when Phil Spencer said it's just for games, it's not Indiana Jones, it's not Starfield. And guess what? Jaydub got roasted. They said, "Oh, you know what you're talking about? I can't wait to see the day." Well, the day has come, and And I'm going to show these videos for Jaydub to get a chuckle after I read these chats here as the grinders are cooking in the gaming grindhouse. Hit that like button. Subscribers, we need like 9, 10. I haven't even checking the subscribers, but I know I need 10 before this show to get to 3,200. Let's do it here live with Jaydub. And now let's go to who we have here. Oh, Michael Meridian with the 5 VIPs. Thank you so much, Michael Meridian. He got us there. You know, when we hit 250 VIPs, I'm going to tweet at Ash AI before she blocks me. I've been tweeting out Bring Back FanFest. That was one of my tweets. I told her to bring back Perfect Dark. And then we're going to do another one. And then I'm going to take 5 members to the balcony doing that. But thank you. Got Panda Fall official there. Thank you so much, Michael Ran at the 5 VIP. Shout out to you. Glassdoor Gamer says console fixed spec hardware is going to be able to push tech now with AI. PS6 is going to catch PC for everyday gaming. I agree, Glassdoor. That's the whole point of a console, dude. It's a closed system that evolves over time because they can kind of pull out all the juice out of it because it's not a moving target. They're not doing 5090s and Windows updates that destroys your computer and you can't update stuff. Windows Store updates and Windows app updates. You're not doing any of that crap. It's not any of that shit. Basically, all it is, it's a closed system that evolves, just like we've seen before. Look at Uncharted 1 compared to Uncharted 3, or Uncharted 2, or Gears 1 Gears 2 compared to Gears 3. Like, as the generation went on, the games got better looking. The hardware didn't change, you know? And it's just been better than that. So, yeah, it's a closed system. And I love that Mark Cerney is basically focusing on what's best. Like, I love that part where, and I can't believe I missed this. I can't believe a year ago, that I'm not taking AMD and we're not slapping. Project Amethyst is not that. Project Amethyst is me cherry picking the best of what they have so I could put it in our system.
Yep.
Perfect. Be that cherry picker. I said he did a thing. Dana Covey went swing, and then he came out there. He's like, there you go, PSSR 2. Iconic Games with the 10 VIPs. Dude, the VIPs are cooking, man. That balcony is going to tip over. Holy shit, we got the people in the balcony. This is going to be tipped over. We had the Ultimate Grinders behind Frosted Glass. But let me just get into this one, dude. Here we go. We got, Jaydub's like this one. Exhibit A, Dusty Bin versus Jaydub. We got just Dusty Bin versus Jaydub in this one. Let's see what Dusty Bin has to say about exclusives and Starfield.
Is releasing on the PS5 and Xbox equals more money. But consider
wait, what was
this.
that? Whoa, hold on. Let me get. I don't have the sharing with the screen. Hold on, I gotta get the share the screen here. Where the hell is this? Here we go. Let's hear a Dusty Bin one here. And thank Iconic Games for the 10 VIPs. I gotta add that to the gaming grindhouse. That's for and there we go. Whoa, who's that? Yo, Stephen Leone with the 20 VIPs in the house. Holy shit, Jaydub. I couldn't even hit play. Holy crap, Stephen Leone just dropped the friggin' bombshell on everybody. Holy crap, it's Iconic.
Praise God.
Dude. Yo, he cleaned up house. Holy crap. Are we going to tweet Asha with Jaydub here? Wait a second, I got to do my ad up. I got to add this up. Holy shit. Damn, where the hell is my friggin', I got to have it up here. There we go. So we're the 5, they're the 10, and, oh, you guys did it. Yo, Steve Leo, man, you messy. You did it. Dude, 266 grinders, we hit it. There you go. Oh, man, we're tweeting Asha. Jaydub, you're going to tell me what to tell her. And then I'm going to give... Oh, man. We're tweeting Asha AI. Thank you, VIPs. We're tweeting her. You know what? We're going to tweet. I'm going to... Jaydub, start thinking about what you want to ask Asha, and I'll tweet it for you. There you go. Asha AI, we're going to tweet her. And then I owe you 5. Here we go. We're cooking. I'm going to send them out now as we get through the show. So hit that like button. Subscribe if you want a membership. Get the VIPs. Everybody's cooking tonight. So get in there. Hit that subscribe button. But here you go. Jaydub, he's been waiting for his flowers. We don't want them to get wet. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, Jaydub. Here, let's see what Dusty Bin says.
The thought is releasing on the PS5 and Xbox equals more money. But consider this. Consider how valuable each conversion to the Xbox ecosystem is going to be. You're talking about Xbox Live. You're talking about hardware sales, Game Pass. You make one person, an Xbox fan, it's so much more valuable than just selling one more game on a second platform, right? I think that we see a future where there are a lot of Bethesda games exclusively on the Xbox.
Had those Bethesda games, Jaydub. The whole slate.
Man.
The whole
slate's coming.
It's coming, dude. Oh, that guy, whole slate coming. It's coming. And then we have this one. Oh my goodness, this one. Yo, I know, Jaydub. This is
you better bring your ass over to
Paris
Xbox.
was on fire over here, man.
You want to play Starfield? You better bring your ass over to Xbox. That's the point of acquiring that. You want to play Fallout 5? You better bring your ass over to Xbox. You want to play Elder Scrolls 6? You better bring your ass over to Xbox. That's what you do. Because guess what? That's what you do right now. You want to play Spider-Man? You better take your ass to PlayStation. You want to play Uncharted? Better take your ass to PlayStation. You want to play The Last of Us? Better take your ass to PlayStation. You want to play Horizon Zero Dawn? Better take your ass to PlayStation. You want to play Ratchet & Clank? You better take your ass to PlayStation. On down the list. So, again, what's the point of acquiring a publisher and all its studios if you're not going to have that mentality? That's all I'm saying.
Dude, I like that Paris. Where is he? Who took over? Where's that Paris? Because that's exactly that's the energy we need right now. That's what you need, right? We don't, with this, don't like, games are getting expensive. Everybody needs to put their games everywhere. Where was this energy? See, they had that big energy, dude. When Microsoft was wheeling those billions of dollars, man, everybody's like, you come to our house to play these games. Dude, everybody was pumping. And then all of a sudden, when Phil's like, dude, that just 4 games, man. The Valentine's Day Massacre. Yo, done.
What a crazy turn of events.
What a crazy turn of events, Jaydub. She hears you, though. She hears you. Ever since she said hear you, there's been more games going to PlayStation than I can count.
Yep.
Dude, Asha hears you. But Jaydub, so what happened? Let's go back to what you said. You tweeted out that Starfield, when did you tweet that out? Was it after Phil said just 4 games and you said, it's all?
Yeah. Well, so let's start from the beginning. From the beginning, when Bethesda first announced Starfield, I was messing with the Xbox guys and I said, it might end up being exclusive for PlayStation. Come to find out, Sony was working on they was trying to work on an exclusive deal when Microsoft ended up buying ZeniMax. So they bought them. The exclusive deal didn't happen. But okay, fine. Then I tweeted out, Starfield is coming to PS5. And then, obviously everybody gave me the shit for all those years.
Yeah.
Well. And then they, they would bring that up all the time. When, Jaydub, when? When is it coming, Jaydub? When is Starfield coming? Well, now it's coming to PS5. I got all my screenshots and everything. Now I'm giving them an exact date. It's just these guys, dude. They put their all into Phil, and now they're doing the same thing with Asha. Well, Asha, she says she hears us. She's gonna give us our exclusives back and shit. I mean, hell, that was ever since she's been hired, And then I tweeted out Starfield will be PSR, and sure enough, it's PS. Listen, man, listen. Not saying I'm Nostradamus, but I predicted a lot of stuff.
Jaydub, you know what? As you're telling me this story, and I'm looking at this tweet, it's coming over me that I think I know what our tweet should be to Asha AI for the members. I think we should say, Asha. Actually, you know what? Let's tweet it live right now, and you can see what I'm going to say, though, because I have this feeling that I feel like we need answers. This is not right. So, I think we're going to do this is members. This is what you're going to get right now. We're gonna tweet her right now. We're going to tweet at Asha, and we're going to tweet her for all the bots. Where's Asha? We're not going to wait. We gotta tweet her because that's what we get with the members earn that. Yeah, we're going to tweet her. So this is what I'm going to say to her. So let's see what she says here. Okay. She hasn't responded to any of my other ones. So Asha, here we go.
Asha, thank you for hearing us.
Yes. I say, I thought you heard us
Mm-hmm.
Why are all these games still going to PlayStation?
Oh man.
Yo.
Asha, I don't think you're listening.
Yeah. Wait, let's see. I've been trying to get like the bots on my side, like tweeting, like going, yeah, but they won't jump on, man. They're afraid. I'm like, like they're afraid because I said bring back FanFest, and they're like, oh, nobody even liked it and stuff. I'm like, dude, like that's it. We feel heard.
Yep.
I'm gonna say exclusives matter.
You know they're gonna start.
She's gonna block me, man. But who gives a shit? She'll be out there next year anyway. She's gonna be gone anyway, like the rest of the executive teams. But we gotta tweet her, right?
Yeah, you gotta tell her what you want.
I should. Jaydub is having too much fun with this, but she don't know J. Oh, she might follow you, Jaydub, because she follows. She just knew like all the people to follow, like coming into this thing.
Yeah. But
we're gonna tweet at Asha Grinders. This is what you do. You get the members. You got the goal. You can thank all the grinders giving the VIPs today. We got another one. We're gonna tweet her until she blocks us at 300. But we've been asking facts. I'm not trolling. We are speaking from the true Xbot heart. Because this is what happened. She heard the ponies. Oh, man, Pandafol says she heard the ponies. You heard her go, she's like, oh, that's why I talk. I heard that.
Man.
But this is the thing. So we're going to say, Asha Star, I thought you heard us. Why are all these Xbox games still going to PS5?
Yeah.
Exclusives matter. There you go.
Yeah. Don't forget to put Xbox behind the D's. Because you want her to know.
I said these Xbox games. I did.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, what if she's going to reply back and say,
heard you again?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
There you go, grinders. There you go. You could enjoy your rewards. There you go. I'm putting my neck out there for you guys, but hey, man, I'm just speaking from what the Xbox fans really want to say. A true Xbox fan, this is what they should be saying. Not take a picture with me and thank you for meeting with me like Mickey Mouse. This is what the Xbox fans should be saying. Actually, they were saying this a couple of weeks ago. All of a sudden, now they said stop. So, there you go, Asha. They just announced Minecraft Dungeons 2 going to everything.
Yep.
Oh, yo, Silver Wolf says we're not ponies, we're stallions. Dude, that's right. We're unicorns.
Man.
Goddamn, it's whatever. Listen, they were saying this stuff to her, but then all of a sudden she took a couple of pictures and everybody got quiet again. So I don't know what happened. What happened? She took a couple of pictures and everybody got all quiet, like, oh, I believe in Asha and all this other stuff. Dude, all these executives are leaving.
I'll be honest. They are like they need a leader. They're looking for this.
They're looking for the
steel replacement leader that's going to lead them to the promised land. And she sounded good for the first couple of days, according to them. Yeah, she said she hears things are going to change. She's going to revert back to doing X, Y, and Z. And then after that, it's like, oh shit, she's not going to do anything. They accepted it.
Last week, she said it's been 2 weeks and we worked on these features with the update. PlayStation was rolling out PSSR 2 and updating the portal. Did you know what the Xbox update was? The Xbox console update that she said they worked on for 2 weeks. So let's see. We can see what Asha's doing. Let's go look up Asha. Asha, we're coming, Asha. There she is. Here she goes. This tweet 2 weeks ago. Some of the most requested Xbox features are now here. Here they are. Yo, these are the features. We got PSSR 2 and portal updates. They got to custom colors across your console. We heard you. Since the beginning of the listen, I'm going to tell you this. Since the Xbox One, the VCR Xbox, they had like 7 colors that you could choose for your dashboard. It was like back Windows 8 edition, dude. They have now added almost, I don't even know, like 15 years later, finally added a custom color wheel that you could use, not the 7 colors that Phil chose for you.
Dude.
2 weeks it took her. Then The biggest feature that they were clapping in the streets, no hands, booty cheeks clapping. The feature that they've been talking about for the last 6 years, quick resume, they were cheering in the streets that now they could turn it off.
Oh my God.
We heard you. They said, we love this feature so much, we talk about it, but we want to turn it off. Shh, don't tell anybody. We want to turn that shit off because it's broke. If you go back and watch my stream from 2020, when I booted up my Series X before I threw that shit in a box and said, take it away. I told you quick resume was broke in because it basically froze a game. And if it had to connect to the internet, that game, when you booted it up, it would kick you back to the dashboard. I'm like, this is broken. Who wants to play a game that's like frozen in time, that connects to a server, and then now when you get back into it, you got to boot up from the title screen because it disconnected from the server. It took them 6 years to say, turn that shit off.
Yep.
Quick resume was interesting, but it's stupid because who the hell wants to play? Like, it saved... Like, I can see your current game, what you're playing, maybe another game, but it saved like 5 and 6 games, wasting a bunch of probably memory. And it was like, you didn't play a game in like 2 months to like 6 months, and you would boot it up, and you would be like mid-jump getting shot. You're like, what the like, what's going on? It's wonderful that it saved me getting shot mid-jump, but like, dude, that was like 6 months ago, and I don't know what the hell's going on here. Like, that's what it did. Like, I remember I was like mid-jump and I'm like, whoa, what the, like, what, like, where it takes you like a few seconds to figure out what the hell you were doing because you basically turned it off and it just saves you in that middle thing. Now, heaven forbid, if the game connects online, you get, it says server error, kick you back. They celebrated this quick resume and never told you the limitations of it. In addition, Jaydub, quick resume didn't work in every game. A lot of devs didn't even utilize it.
That's true.
So now, not only did not a lot of devs utilize quick resume, but now they want to turn it off on the games that did. It's crazy.
It's let's face it, man. They didn't have the game, so all of these other features that they kind of overhyped. It's like, man, what a
dude. You see this update? Dude, this is like it's like custom colors across your dashboard. Turn off quick resume in titles where it breaks it. Use 10 groups on your home screen instead of the 2 that Phil chose for you. So now you can put groups of games, 10 of them. I think it was like 3 then. And it says cleaner guide and profile visuals. We heard you. Yo, this sounds like it should have been a post-launch update 5 days after the system came out. Not 6 years later. Does this seem like a 6 year later update? This seems like something that should have been the weekend that the console released.
Yep.
We heard, and she says we did it in 2 weeks. Dude, I can't believe, Jada. I mean, I haven't talked to you since Phil. I don't think I've talked to you like on the podcast since Phil left. Do you believe how he just is like gone? Like, they don't even believe his existence anymore.
Yeah.
It's so weird. Like, they don't even talk about him anymore. They don't talk about anything. The way they talked about him when he was there just shows that it was all fake protection for him.
Yeah.
Like, because as soon as he left, they have no kind of like, hey, like Phil was doing this, and they don't even, they pretend he didn't even exist.
Exactly. I saw dudes that were sniffing Phil's underwear every day. As soon as Asha stepped on the scene, like they rebranded and started
like parasites.
Asha stand. Oh my God, thank you, Asha. And they act like he never existed. It's like, damn, you guys turned on Uncle Phil. You guys turned on him with the quickness. Like, you didn't let 24 hours go by before you started.
No. He's the new Donnie D.
Yeah.
He's Donnie D 2.0 right now.
Yep.
You want to know what else is bad? This is even worse. Like, what they did to Sarah Bond, dude. You want to see something crazy? Look at this. She was their movie star last year too. Sarah Bond. Where is Sarah Bond? Oh, I think it's Sarah with an H, I think. Yeah. No, where is she? Where's Sarah Bond? Oh my God, where is she? I gotta find that. I gotta find her on the thing. But you gotta see this. This is something that's some crazy stuff right now. Watch this. They didn't even like. Look at this. Oh, she's Bond, Sarah Bond. Oh yeah. Look how eerie this is, dude. She never even update. She still says president of Xbox. She never even updated this thing. She just left this like high and dry, like she's done with this account. Like she might as well just delete it. Her last tweet was February 6th. And that was it. And she's gone. And she still says president of Xbox. And still has all the yo, she just abandoned that account. Like I don't know, man. I'm wondering if she's gonna have a story to tell when her NDA is up. But yeah, still says Xbox president. Yeah.
Yep.
She just abandoned it. Like it's done. Like she has nothing to say. Nothing to, like.
But she
nothing.
She don't control that account. That's Microsoft's account. So.
Oh really? It's not hers. So they said you can't tweet from it.
Yeah. Well, most executives are like that. That's not their personal stuff. If you work for a company and you think about it, a lot of times those aren't those people tweeting. Those are marketing managers and stuff like that. Yeah.
Where's Phil? Let's see Phil Spencer.
After the Xbox thing is over, she's going to go back to her regular position, her regular job in AI.
Yeah.
She's just here to kind of manage this fucking Xbox shit and turn it over to AI so they can,
There it is, Jaydub. April 7th. They're ruining my birthday with Starfield trash. I did not want that for my birthday. But Starfield, April 7th, I do not want that name next to my birthday. But it is there. And what's even crazier, Jaydub, just to kind of bring this back to Starfield, is that not only is the game coming to PlayStation, but as you said, the best version and content complete. Like, and Todd said he always wanted to do this. It's just there was questions when and if we were going to do it. Yo, content complete. They held last year's update. Same thing with Avowed. They held that last year's update, and basically they deliver the best version on PlayStation. Like it is not even under the radar. These PlayStation announcements are full on, like, try to resurrect what they've lost.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Every single one.
Just the sad part about it, the Xbox guys had to play Starfield at 30 frames.
Yeah.
We get to play it at 60 frames.
No Doom buggy either at first.
They had all these loading screens and shit. We get the loading screen free version. We get all the full featured, all the content, everything, and at a cheaper price.
Yep.
That's crazy.
The best version is still trash. I agree. I'm not playing it. Well, Jay doesn't get it because he has to fill the redemption arc.
Yeah, I gotta get the
you gotta stream it.
I gotta get the physical. So I ordered the physical off Amazon.
They're not doing that watch shit, right? They're not doing that watch.
No. So just so you know, I bought that collector's edition on Xbox. Well, technically for PC, but same thing. Back then. Because I thought the watch was cool and shit like that. So I still have that unopened and everything. Now, here's the thing. This Starfield, I got a physical copy coming. I got a physical copy of Gears of War, the Gears of War that came in, and I want to get a physical copy of Halo, and the physical copy of Forza. I want the Thanos rings of Xbox games with the PS5 logo for my game room as my trophy showcase. Jaydub wins. Destroys. I got the Thanos gauntlet. I got the Thanos gauntlet of physical games. And here's the thing, Jess. Xbox dudes don't even get physical games like that.
No, they don't.
Like the physical copies come to PlayStation, not Xbox. That's crazy.
Man, that is crazy. He was the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And then he snaps his fingers and it's like this.
Yep.
You snap your fingers. Get the PlayStation sound.
Yep.
Oh,
win, Jaydub, win. April the 7th, guys.
There it is. Win, Jaydub. When's it happening? Win. Win. as they're enjoying 30 frames a second and having the tears of a clown, like trying to smile, like, hey, this is 30 frames is what Todd told us was what he wanted.
Yeah. Now they're trying to. Oh, but it's, you know they're when you hit them with all this news, the first thing is, oh, but it's an old game. I played it and beat it already. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, nah. It matters though.
I'm not gonna lie. That has to sting.
No,
that has
but
to
Jaydub, it's
suck.
not the same shit. It is not like while PlayStation drops a game on PC, it's like, yeah, bitch, here it is. Like, here's the PC features. Like, put it out there. Dude, they went on an award stage and announced South of Midnight is coming to PlayStation as they accepted the Xbox award. They delayed the avowed December update for game that featured the one that had all the features on it for the anniversary edition, which was announced to be released the same day of the PlayStation version. Starfield comes with all the features, the new DLC announcement, and it's coming to PlayStation 5. They don't show Fable in like a back alley somewhere. When they now officially announce and show gameplay to Fable, they have a PlayStation 5 logo next to it. They announced Minecraft Dungeons 2 with a PlayStation logo. Like, there was no waiting. They announced Forza Horizon 6 and said, whoa, don't worry, PlayStation players. We will be delivering it to you at a later time. Like, it wasn't even like a silent time delay. It's like, no, don't buy an Xbox. We're coming to you. Don't worry. Like, this is a whole different way of putting games on another system. Like, these devs must have been crying and just seeing failure upon failure. And that's why I do think that those numbers, they could doubt all they want. I think that they told these studios, you got to make a certain amount of money or your next projects are going to be in question. You got to make this money. And that's why they are so excited to try to sell these games on a competing platform in the PlayStation 5 and Switch, because I think these devs know that this is their livelihood. They need to make this money and try to sell their game and show that we're worth to stick around, because Microsoft and Amy in the Hood is coming with the axe hammer, and Asha doesn't know anything, man. She'll trip over those studio devs and think they're the janitors. She has no clue who's who over there. And Booties has face down in a friggin' toilet bowl somewhere. He's her gaming advisor. Asha don't know. Asha be triple check. Yo, I fired that guy in the hallway. He didn't clean. He was that janitor. That was the studio director. What are you talking about, Asha? Asha doesn't know. She's like, yeah, he was in the hallway. I thought he was supposed to be cleaning the windows. Dude, that was the game director for the new game. Asha, you fired him. Oh shit. She's like, yeah, the windows weren't clean, but that wasn't the window cleaning guy. She's like, I don't know who it is. Fired. Asha don't know. Asha don't know. So like, that's the thing. Like, you have complete and you have complete clean slate ignorance, Satya plant in there, and these studios are like, the only way that they're gonna get noticed is if they make their money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. And because the money is the problem. And I think it's so funny that once Tim Stewart, which funny, Jaydub, Tim Stewart was the one, if you remember, when P-Rock was playing the video and he got all that heat and shit when Tim Stewart was on that stage talking about we're going to be putting our games on competitive, who we once thought were competitors, and everybody thought that he was just talking about what is it? He was just talking about a Call of Duty. And I remember Porter Rock did the video. Goes, no, he's talking about everything. He's talking about the whole shift in mind. They're like, no, Porter Rock, you're wrong. It's Call of Duty. It's Call of Duty. And then Phil Spencer, it's just 4 games. A few months later, it's crazy, man. It is crazy, but yeah, these announcements are not kind of like, hey, we're doing great over here. We're just going to make a couple extra bucks. These are like, please save us. We're giving you the best of the best. And this is all we got is the best of the best. like, they're trying. It's crazy, dude. It is so crazy because I've never seen a more disregard of your fan base and still having a fan base. Like, it is like the New York Giants going to a Philadelphia Eagles game and cheering them on and then going like, excuse me, I'm supposed to cheer for you when you storm the field?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like the whole Giants team is in the front row cheering on the Eagles. I'm like, yo, what the hell is this shit? And then when they ran on the field, I was supposed to be like, oh yeah, you guys, I was supposed to, like, what the hell's going on there? And this is what's going on. Like, I don't know how these Xbox fans don't see this and go and still think that there's some future with this, dude. This is it. dude. Nah, this is it. And Jaydub full circle, man. When Jaydub, and there it is. And it's not yeah.
It's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening. I mean,
yeah. There's no. How dare they talk about exclusives though? Like that's crazy.
Well, it just lets you know all along they want exclusive. They want exclusives.
Oh, yeah.
And then when Phil and the rest of the gang said exclusives didn't matter, then they started parroting anything Phil and the Microsoft executives say. They just parrot that shit, whether they like it or not. And then now Phil is no longer there. Now they're like, oh, exclusives matter. Well, they always mattered.
Yeah, right. As soon as he left, they're like, "Oh, now that he's gone, let me tell you, Asha, we love exclusives. We never liked this whole play anywhere and everything's that we didn't like any of this stuff." And it's just like, yo,
yeah,
it is crazy because I thought Phil was gonna have longer legs than that, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's face it, he spent 15 years too long there. It just he should have been. Listen, it's just like a coach for a football or basketball team or something like that. When the coach leaves, you have the other people to leave. It's like the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator. You hire a new coach and you let him select the people that he want to be around.
Oh yeah, just like the Giants are going through right now. Yeah, I know.
But they got rid of Donnie D and they kept Phil, but Phil was right there along with Donnie D. He was, second in command. You didn't change anything. You just removed the head figure. The vision, the whatever, however the thing went down and failed, somebody had to say, yes, this is the right direction. I refuse to believe that Phil was like, no, don't do the TV stuff. Right? No, it was a coordinated effort. Yeah, this is great. This is the plan. But and they all say, well, Phil, if it wasn't for Phil, Xbox would have died a long time ago. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I'd rather for it to die a long time ago than to drag gaming down, for 15 years, because it has been a drag on the industry. Xbox has been a huge drag.
Oh yeah, and everybody's saying like consoles are dying when the third pillar is not holding up its end. Like
Nintendo and Sony are dominating in their prospective markets. It's can't get any better.
Yeah, I can never understood how they're like, oh, like nobody wants consoles anymore. It's like, what are you talking about? Nobody wants an Xbox console because Microsoft has done nothing for the Xbox. Like, don't make it. I hate it when they did that, when they talked about like it was everybody's problem. No, dude, it's an Xbox problem.
Yeah, and then you got to think about it. Xbox, all the Xbox dudes, a lot of them ran to PC. They're still fighting the same fight.
They're still fighting the same fight.
Now they just, they're playing the same dog shit Game Pass games, and but they're doing it on PC, and they claim, oh yeah, I'm PC Master Race, but they're still whining
PC
and crying.
Master
Why?
Race? Did you hear?
Because they're not a PC gamer. They're not a PC gamer.
Wait,
they're just an Xbox gamer that jumped to PC.
This is the future of Xbox. Here, shout out to Smooth. He went full PC. Fixed the unplugged internet. This is their Crimson Desert launch day. Those who got the game through the Xbox PC app, the Windows Store app that we said is garbage. That's the future of Xbox. You could not get the game to work, but you had to unplug the internet or disconnect Wi-Fi to fix the game. This is how great the Xbox app is. Crimson Desert does not work on the Xbox PC app. Requesting immediate support. Dude, there's your Xbox.
Yep.
Colt Eastwood says, I refunded it and got my money back, and he bought it on Steam.
Yep.
I've been pulling my hair out for 3 hours. Xbox makes sense why I didn't show the PC app until 3 days ago. The PC app is horrible. North America customers cannot buy the regular edition of Crimson Desert on Xbox site, Xbox PC app, Microsoft Store, or even the Series X consoles. From Colt Eastwood reporting this news. Colt Eastwood's reporting this news. This is not Pony Central. This is Goo Goo Gaga, Mr. Goo Goo Gaga himself. This is him. He reported the news. He refunded it. Yep. This is the future of Xbox. This is the PC horseshit. This game was a play anywhere game. Buy it once, play it everywhere. Buy it once, play it nowhere. This was Play Nowhere. Xbox Play Nowhere edition. There's nobody. I was streaming this game 3 hours in when I saw all this shit pop up. I'm like, what are these guys talking about? This is their launch. Look, what is this? It's not available on the Xbox, Apple Xbox site. This is your slow ass piece of trash Xbox. They talk about gaming Gandalf. They had the balls to talk at GDC about the future and where people play and we're going to be where people are. You can't even get the game when the world is playing it. This is why they suck. This is why Microsoft sucks. Windows sucks. Just make a goddamn console game and make it launch with the other console games and everybody just play the goddamn game. But because Microsoft wants to do so many jerk-off things, oh, it's on the cloud, it's over here, guess what happens? It works nowhere. And people refunded it and bought it on Steam.
Get ready for the big surprise.
Well, thank you, Ismail Clout. Joining the gaming Grindhouse, getting us to 3,200. Soon, we're getting there. Thank you so much. Enjoying the content. Hit that like button. Thank you again for the subscription. But yeah, I was 3 hours in. Here you go. Unfortunately, you need to turn off. Here's Ham Solo telling Colt Eastwood. Unfortunately, you need to turn off your internet and then boot the game up and it will work. Stupid, but it works. Dude.
It's crazy.
You got to turn off the internet. What the?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's Windows. Here you go. Those that got Windows MSI clause, guess what happens? Take it away. It doesn't support the Intel GPUs on the MSI Core $1,000 handheld. Game does not work. Graphics device not supported. Does not work on ARC chips. So if you bought a $1,000 Windows handheld, the MSI Core 8 AI with the Intel version, which was the more I had it, I sold it for a Legion Go Steam OS, and I have not looked back. Dude, Steam OS, Steam Deck, light years ahead. Windows sucks on handhelds. This is why. There you go. This was the most powerful. This thing was more powerful. This core, you know, I showed it here on the show. This core, this Intel ARC chip, was more powerful than the Z2 that came out with the ROG X. And this thing now, because it's an Intel chip, Crimson Devs don't work on it. How you like that? And guess what? The devs didn't even tell them. The people had to refund it. Sucks for you. I'm 5 hours. I went 5 hours into the game when I saw this one. This is what Windows gaming is like. This is the future of Windows gaming. Does it work on my chip? Does my chip work? Here you go. Here's ROG Ally. You bought that Jaydub. You got that Jaydub? Jaydub, you got the friggin' ROG Ally edition? ROG Ally has some news for you. Game freezes, visual bugs, and some settings are not working. Makes it hard to recommend Crimson Desert on the ROG Xbox Ally X right now. The future of Xbox. The future of Xbox, everybody. And nobody is putting this together and saying, yo, I don't want this future. They're taking it and say, thank you. Sew my asshole shut and keep feeding me. That's what they're doing. Yep. Like, seriously. This is the only place that's going to put this together and going, you don't want this. I'm 10 hours into the game. I'm seeing, don't buy it on a ROG Ally X. Imagine buying $1,000. This is an Xbox, Phil Spencer.
Xbox hardware.
Can't play the biggest game of everybody's playing it. Everybody's streaming it. Everybody's having fun. 15 hours in right now. 20 hours in. The ROG Ally don't play it. But this is the future, though, Jaydub. This is the future. This is what Xbox said where everybody's going towards. Unplug your friggin' modem. Look, Crimson Desert doesn't support Intel ARC. Won't boot. Pearl Abyss says they're not planning to support it. Today, they finally said, we're considering it. Dude, exactly. Blocked Intel graphics card. Failed Xbox app booting. And 120 gigabyte patches hit Crimson Desert. Dude, I'm 25 hours in right now. Like, what the hell? They're still trying to figure it out over there in Windows, Xbox, PC land. They're still trying to figure out the game works. Like, it failed booting him. On PlayStation 5 Pro, I'm already on the second boss. They're still trying to figure this shit out. It's still trying to get the boot from the Xbox app.
It's crazy.
But they were at GDC, though, for the devs. GDC.
Mhm.
There you go. And then here, Jason Schreier confirmed once again, no Steam versions, no Epic versions, no PlayStation launcher. Jason Schreier just dropping some stuff right there. But no one else is dropping, Jaydub. A bunch of
Who's
Xbox
that?
executives.
Like flies.
Yo. But Jaydub, if the future's so bright, then why are they leaving? If the future's so
They are.
the future's so
No,
bright.
no, you know how it is. Like when when a PlayStation executive leave, when he retires, he was fired. Yeah, they fired Siren Field. They don't like when
Yeah.
you say that.
Nah, they don't. But before I get into those things, I wanted to. Oh, there was the one. That was the video I was looking for. I didn't want to jump into the executive. I'll get into 1 second. But I wanted to say, you've been seeing those memes of the DLSS 5.0 stuff? Dude, what do you think of that? That's what I wanted to ask you before we get into the devs leaving. What did you think of like what they were showing with that DLSS 5?
I'll be honest. I didn't like it. I don't like the regenerative AI. I don't like that. Everything else part of AI I like. I don't like that. Only because it is uncanny and I don't like that look. I hate when people post their pictures and other things and videos and stuff of that. It looks stupid. And then so in my mind, I'm thinking this is what everybody's going to use. All the games are going to fucking look like this, and I'm just going to hate it. And it's just, and a lot of the PC dudes started to defend it and stuff like that. And, oh no, this is just this is just that. And come to find out, Nvidia had to apologize and walk it back. It wasn't just a slider that you could edit. No, it was a 2D picture put on there. So
That's
it
what it looked
wasn't
like.
the same person, right? If this is the character they designed, this is what they wanted to leave it that. Don't turn that face into a whole new face. That is getting into the dangerous side of things. It's kind of like acting, right? These actors are like, okay, well, if I do a movie or a cartoon or something like that, that's me. But if you take my likeness and you put another person's face on it, you're stealing from me. That means you're no longer going to need me or to hire me. You creating this fake artificial version of me, and I just see it being bad. I see it going totally wrong. I do not trust. I just don't trust the companies to do right by it. Right. I don't trust them to do right by the actors, the right by the artists. Right. And let's say you got God of War Ragnarok. Right. And let's say they took Christopher Judge's performance from Ragnarok. Let's say they created a new game. Christopher Judge had nothing to do with the game, but they used his likeness and everything else. It just something is just kind of I see it going wrong. It's just kind of not something's not right about that. Leave it how the artist and how the developer truly had it. Let the developer take advantage in ways that they want. But now you come to find out Capcom, they are against it. They were like, no, this is the companies that signed up for that, they said we didn't sign up for the uncanny stuff. That's not what we. So it was more to the story after the fact that I think Nvidia tried to pull a quick one on them, by using their companies and stuff in games and stuff. But you took a game that everyone loves like Resident Evil, and you call yourself trying to make it better, but you created this hysteria and rightfully so. I'm not against DLS 5. I'm just against
how it's implemented.
Exactly the changing, right? Like if I can go in on the slider and on my PC and change the slider to the right, and the game that the developer left in my hands and want it to be is altered and changed in a totally different way. Like the PC dudes, right? They get these games like Resident Evil. They mod them and
that's what it
make
looked
the
like.
chick
It looked
have
like a face
bigger
mod.
tits. Yeah, that's literally what it is. Literally what it is. That's what
it looked
They
like a
said
face mod.
it's
And
a
what's
2D
crazy is that
it's a 2D mod.
it didn't change the background. It made the background worse. It like got rid of all the shadows and stuff and super HDR the background, but it made the face look better.
Yeah.
But it looked like a Snapchat filter.
Basically, that's basically what it is. It's a 2D wrapper, which originally Nvidia said that's not what it was. Come to find out,
Yeah, they
it
said they're not
is what
changing
it
the
was.
geometry. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and they are.
Yeah. It definitely. Like I was doing, me and Thrash covered it all last week. We were looking at it, and we were just like, "This is crazy." And then Thrash did the video because we were looking at Digital Foundry, and they were just oh my god, they were DLSS 5.0 triple, quadruple glazed on. Oh, look at this! It's wonderful, and look what it's doing. Look at the lighting, and it's like, it looks worse. And then what happened? They got so much smoke for it. You saw that? They got so much smoke for it.
Well,
that he put this video out.
John Linneman went crazy.
Yo, he wasn't in it. Yeah.
He wasn't in it. He was like, he found out when we found out. He was like, I didn't even know they did that video. He's like, I'm finding out just you guys. I fucking hate that shit. That shit is horrible. And so they did another video.
Oh, he's right here. I'm gonna play it. Let's play it.
Yeah.
Yo, let's play it and hear what he had to say. 47 seconds of shame.
Yep.
Jaydub, this made it even worse. This just shows you, like we were talking about reviewers and we were talking about Crimson Desert and stuff like that. Like, Jaydub's right. Watch Jaydub, watch P-Rock, watch here, watch Thrifty. Go watch real people playing games, not these under the table, early access horse shit. As soon as you hear early access, your horns should go up going, well, what did they have to do to get this early access? What are they saying in order to get this early access? Because Digital Foundry, yet again, triple glazed, but listen to this response to that video that Thrash did and we covered last week. Listen to what he said and tell me that this is not a social experiment.
I'm going to kick off, first of all, by holding my hand up and saying that, yeah, we understand a lot of the feedback to the video. And I don't think we did a good enough job on the day. We had a lot to say, not a lot of time to say it. And we went straight from seeing the demos into making the video. And yeah, beyond that, hindsight is a wonderful thing, right? But we should have taken more time with the material. And I think it would have been prudent to wait to see the reaction from the audience and the developers to the keynote. And audience and developers, both super important to what we do. Opinion is clearly divided on this one, but looking over social media, it's been interesting to see varying opinions from both sides of the argument, audience and developers alike. Even so, lessons learned.
Yo, there's like 20 things wrong with that whole thing that he said. First off, he goes, we had a lot to say, but not a lot of time to say it. There you go. Man, we're just talking about reviewers. I got to get this in by Friday. Why didn't I show me where to go? What do you mean I got to do side missions? I got to do this stuff. A game is a 6. Why? Because you had to get it done by Friday and the game just didn't put it in developer mode for you? That's not a review. That's a you problem. That don't sound like a problem that I'm going to have or Jaydub or the Grinders going to have. We don't have to get a review in by Friday. So, because the game is not letting you just blow through the campaign so you can get your article out so you get paid. Now that's a knock on the game. It's convoluted. It doesn't. What do you mean? I got to do side missions to get this up. I got to explore here. I just want to run through it so I get my review out. Oh. Again, not a lot of time to say why. Well, what happened? Was the guy in the leather jacket? Did he like open up his leather jacket and had a gun? He's like, Digital Foundry, you like this shit, right? You like it? And he's like rubbing his gun in his leather jacket. Like, what the hell? Like, they're like, oh, what do you mean you have a lot of time? You did the video from after seeing the glaze. Then the second thing, Jaydub, is what he says. We should have waited to hear what people had to say. So what do you mean? You're gonna change your opinion? Because people don't like it, you can be like, yes, we had doubts as well. It's like, are you telling me that you are influenced by the response of the internet? So you have to make sure your content matches up with the overall responses? So are these not your genuine opinions? And this is more of like, what is the audience going to think with our reaction? Like, everybody's going to love this, so we should love it so that it is crazy. We wined and dined them. What did you take out of this video with how they reacted? Because they were glazing the shit out of this thing.
I'll take that as listen, let's face it. They're PC guys first. They're PC gamers. They don't really fuck with. The only ones that like consoles is Oliver and John Linneman.
Linneman, yeah.
That's
played, yeah.
Right. Yeah, the other two, they're PC fanboys. And so you're gonna get what you're gonna get, even if you take a great game right on PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. That Alex Battaglia, whatever,
Oh,
he's always gonna have something snarky to say or whatever. And I get it. He's a PC guy, but his job is putting out the facts, and when it comes to technical stuff like that, and it's not to it is what it is. But I will say this. Um, I will say this. It was glad to see John Linneman actually go against the team
yes.
and do that. So I think that is what made them come out and apologize. And they realized while they were glazing it, they didn't pay attention to what the audience was, what everybody was saying, on the internet. Everybody was like, we don't like this shit. This shit is horrible. And they were already rah-rah, but it's because it's they're PC guys. That DLSS 5 is for who? PC guys. And that's what it's for. And they were just glad to be part of the conversation because the previous month has been about PS5 Pro and PSSR 2 and stuff like that. And so they want to have PC somewhere in the mix. And I don't mind that. That's fine and dandy. Do it all, but you gotta have some kind of objectiveness because they ended up with a black eye.
Oh, yeah, and
I'm
here's all the
glad that-
responses. Ybarra saying about John hates AI and everything about it. How can Digital Foundry not be biased if they stated so clearly? Then you post this. You did your initial reactions and was excited. Don't apologize or play to the angry mob because of that. Like, changing their opinion because of what the internet is saying is kind of strange. Like, the fact, it's like, aren't you supposed to give your own take on stuff? You should have waited for the reaction for the audience and developers before posting the video. The only people in favor of this shit are people pushing Gen AI. It's poor form to see divided in good faith. One side of anti-corporate ghouls, the other side of creatives. What are you guys apologizing? Because you liked what you saw at first. Aren't you supposed to be neutral and not trying to please anyone?
No, that's not what they did.
That's
right?
not what they did.
They listen, every journalist, every media company, their goal is to get the information out. Unfortunately, right? Back in the day, back in the 80s and the 90s, you had the media. It was about
critical.
facts.
They were more critical.
Yeah, before they put a story out, they're going to get their facts together and they're going to make sure that the story is straight, right?
Yeah, like a journalist.
Well, we live in a day and age. It's not about what's right or wrong. It's about putting the information out there fast. That's why a lot of the Xbox journalists, right, pro Xbox journalists and media, ended up with so many L's this generation.
Yeah,
because they didn't care about the facts.
They jumped
just
on the
wanted to put the
positivity
information out
and
first.
ran with it without any doubt.
You either want to be an insider and get credit for it because it's out there, but okay, you're an insider and you said something was going to happen, but when it didn't happen, you didn't want to take the L that comes with that. And then you start saying, oh, well, this, that, and coming up with all these excuses, aka the fake Jez, right? Jez Corden.
Yeah, bootleg.
You remember he said Xbox games going to PlayStation is just fanboy hopium.
Yeah.
And then very next goddamn day, Microsoft announced just for games, right?
Yeah.
So again, so with Digital Foundry, yes, they should have waited. Their initial reaction wasn't based on their personal views. Their first initial reaction was based on, we got the information first. We got flued out. Let's hear them put our stuff out there first. Digital Foundry wants to be first, right?
Exactly.
They want to be the first because the first person tends to get the most views. So they did it. They did it trying to get the clout. It backfired. Sometimes it's okay not being first. It's okay to get it right. It's okay to, and let's face it, if they just wanted to, just get some information out there because this was their true feelings, then they should have stood by it. They should have said, hey, listen, I get it. You guys don't like it, but we like it and we're going to stand by it. But they didn't.
No.
They backtracked. Why did they backtrack? Because they was out there first and because the majority of people
did not like it.
Wasn't rocking with that. Even their own members of their own channel didn't like it. That's
and
when
he should have. They should have you're right.
Yep.
And what he should have done is we should have reached out to John, get his opinion on it. So when we put out the video, he could maybe Oliver and then put their perspective on there because you got to have a balance of it. They just went out there and glazed the hell out of the video, going, "This is incredible. This is amazing. This is this," and they got flown out there. They got the early access. You're right. They got it first. And guess what happened? You can't come out and say we have some doubts. We didn't like what we seen. What a true journalist would have done. Instead, they got to be out there being the rah-rah pom-poms because NVIDIA said you're going to see this and you're going to like it and you're going to say everything nice about it because our investors want to hear about how AI is the future and this is our future tech.
And make no mistake about it. Digital Foundry are a bunch of fanboys too.
Oh yeah,
they are. They are a bunch of fanboys. They get paid for the back and forth shit.
Oh
they get paid for that. They make money. So I'm not feeling some type of way. I'm not poor Digital Foundry. No, they went out there. They got it
put
wrong.
the necks out.
And
yeah,
and they had to walk it back and then they spent the next 2 days talking about PS5 Pro and how great Pisser is, right?
Yeah,
because
they needed
to clear the air.
Yeah, they're like,
they needed to clear the air.
Let's get him back. Let's get him back. Let's talk about that thing. But
exactly.
Just like they love playing with the Xbox and they were like playing with the magnets, going, "This is revolutionary," and the magnets. And Xbox took it. Yeah, they put their neck out there and they banked on the wrong stuff, and it's just like, they get in, and dude, this is the way the media does. Like they probably NVIDIA's like, "Hey, Digital Foundry, you want to come out there, see our brand new DLSS tech? We'll get you the exclusive. You'll get out there. You're gonna go out there. They're gonna feed you. They're gonna wine and dine you. And then you're gonna write a wonderful glazing article about what a wonderful experience this is. And the internet's gonna be like, well, wait a second. Are you seeing the same thing we're seeing? You have no doubts that it's changing the faces of the characters." Like it's changing them, and like the artist is going to be like, well, wait a second, they made characters like those Hogwarts characters. The guy looked like an old man. He went from a kid to like an old man.
Yeah, that wasn't the artist's intention. It just wasn't.
Like, are developers liking this stuff? Because like this basically is a Snapchat filter over the faces and does not improve what the game like is. And the thing is and you know how NVIDIA is. They just wanted, they're leading right now. Their stock is there, but the AI doubt is in the field. Like they want to know why. Like the problem is that everybody spent tons of money on AI. All the Microsoft, NVIDIA, tons of money on AI. The investors are like, oh my God, invest more. Look at the money that they're investing. This is going to be a huge turnaround, like money day for us. The problem is that the money part is not coming through. People are not wanting to pay for AI because they don't want to. So all these companies, Copilot and all the stuff, they're trying to find ways to get that money because they promise these investors that, hey, once we get this AI investment out there, you're going to make shit tons of money. But guess what? They can't make shit tons of money if the company is not making shit tons of money. And the AI money is not coming in because people they're worried about their security. They're worried about it always watching, always listening. Dude, there's the same shit that went down with Connect. The people didn't want it to scan their heart rate and look at their skeleton and have a camera live in their house looking at them in their living room as they watch TV and not gaming. It was not an entertainment device. It was a watching device. That friggin' companies made money selling a plastic cover to cover the Connect. When Microsoft wanted the Connect watching you all the time to take like
listening in,
watching when you're watching TV and you're watching Netflix, that camera was looking at you and analyzing your reactions. People didn't want that. The whole Snowden shit was down. Now people don't want the same shit with AI. And one of the things that's really interesting, and I actually didn't even have this on my video, but Jaydub, I want you to hear this video. And actually speaking about that AI stuff, this guy, this video popped up and it was here. Let me I want to show it to you because I want to hear this. Where is it? There was this guy that just said, I'm leaving Xbox. Like, and he's like, it was a sad video. It's a sad video. And it's depressing to listen to the guy, like, just like hold his Xbox controller. But the reason why he's leaving Xbox was the humdinger to the whole thing. And let me just see if I can find it. It was in my history. Because I was watching it, I was like, holy crap, I was watching some of those Key of Awesome. You ever watch that Key of Awesome? They used to make all video parodies and stuff like that. It was funny as hell. Yeah. They don't make any more videos anymore, but like I was watching some of the old ones. Where the hell is that guy? I'm leaving Xbox. Did I save it? Hold on. I don't want to ruin the spoiler because I want you to hear what he had to say. But the thing is, people don't want this AI shit. Like, like tracking them. Like they don't want that stuff. And it's like, that's where this whole Xbox PC thing, it's like, why Windows? Why does it need to be Windows on my console? Why do I need processes loading in the background, doing things, collecting stuff, doing things while I'm playing a game and not wanting those things to be recorded? Just like that whole Snap thing, right? The like a whole like, oh, we're gonna take screenshots of your computer and recall. Remember recall? And Satya got blown out of the friggin' office with that shit, going, yo, nobody wants that shit, Satya. We don't want our computer taking screenshots. Oh, but this is wonderful. Like, and now we'll and people are like, no, and they turn that shit off. They're like, nope, we're turning that thing off. Oh man, where the hell is it? I think it's under my watch laters. I don't know, YouTube with his friggin' menu system. Them too, with their pain in the ass. Watch later. Here it is. This the one? Why I'm leaving Xbox. Oh my god, where the hell is that guy? Oh man. Shit, where the hell did it go? Did I not save it? I know I watched it. Let's see. I am leaving Xbox. And people are like, Xbox is not dead. Oh, there it is. There it is. Found it. This guy. I'm leaving Xbox behind.
This is the world's smartest
Listen. This is what. Can you see the video? Can you see the screen, Jaydub?
Yeah.
Listen to this.
Xbox gamer for more than half my life. The original Xbox came out in 2001. This year they're celebrating the 25th anniversary. I've had an Xbox system since the very first one, so I've been an Xbox gamer for 25 years. And I have all these emotions, all these things that I want to say. But I want to start with the fact that I'm leaving Xbox behind. I'm no longer going to be an Xbox customer. And I'll tell you why. Now, like I said, I've owned Xbox systems since the very first one. I've owned at least one Xbox in each generation they've released. So I've owned the original Xbox, I own an Xbox 360, or I really should say I had multiple Xbox 360s because those things broke all the time. They had Red Ring. I had Red Ring like 3 different times until I got the free first Slim model, which was really cool. I really liked that system. And then I had the VCR Xbox One, which was pretty controversial because they made you have to connect with it and they tried to do all this stuff with it, but I liked that system and I played a lot of that system. And now I have an Xbox Series X with the official Starfield wrap.
Oh, what's the PlayStation wrap?
Starfield Xbox Series X controller with the Microsoft official chat pad on it. And needless to say, I've spent a lot of time and money in the Xbox ecosystem over the years. Now, I would never say that I regret it, and I certainly wouldn't say I'd go back and change any of that. I really had a lot of fun playing games on Xbox, and for a long time it was my go-to console for playing really any games. But there's been quite a few things lately that have kind of given me a sour taste in my mouth when it comes to Xbox and the entire platform. And I've been trying to make this video. I've recorded this a few different times.
It's like a testimonial.
This is a negative video.
It's a negative video. Dude, this is like a testimonial. I feel like I should be like, I'm like a priest. I'm like, God bless you, son. Like, you're forgiven, like, you're absolved. Dude, this is a negative video. He says it's a negative video. Just
right. I usually make videos talking about the things I love about gaming. I really feel like I need to make this video though, because I really need to express these feelings.
This is what Phil Spencer and Asha did to Xbox fans. Disgusting.
Emotions.
Poor people.
All this about my choices, about the things I've experienced. I don't make this choice lightly. I'm not making this to make a bunch of people mad on YouTube to get a bunch of clicks, right? I sincerely have loved Xbox for the majority of the 25 years that I've had systems. But something changed recently, and I think it started with the whole marketing campaign of everything's an Xbox, which I thought at first was silly, but it really kind of felt like they were stripping the identity away from the system, the whole platform itself. And it makes sense if you want to have more paths for people to play your games. Like if someone doesn't own an Xbox console, but you want to have them be able to have Game Pass Ultimate and play games over the cloud on a TV, that's fine. It's actually a smart move financially, like money-wise.
Jeez.
But by saying anything is an Xbox, that means that the Xbox that you bought isn't special. It's not its own thing, right? You're taking away.
That's what Fryer said. And you're right. Who wrote that? Said like exactly like, yeah, this guy, He sounds like a real Xbox fan that got screwed by the Cinco fans, bots like Paris and Bootleg Jez.
Yep.
This is what I mean. Like those people spreading, it's fine. It's going to be great. It's great for everybody. Great for everybody. It's not. This is the 25th anniversary of the Xbox. This man had all the accessories. See, when they say buy into, Dusty Bin just said it. We're like, oh, you get into our ecosystem. You get all this other stuff. You get all into this other things. Like, that's exactly what this guy did. He bought the games on Xbox. He bought the accessories. He bought the chat bed. He bought the wraps. He bought all the stuff. That's what happens when that's what they do. But what's crazy is, like he said, this is an Xbox, the identity. But let's get to what he says, that they canceled Perfect Dark, right? Because it's getting a little sad. I don't want to bring the Grindhouse down. We're cooking right now. We don't want to get upset, but it is very sad. I definitely think we need some sad Dusty Bin music with this one. But listen to the main reason why he's leaving.
It's cost $500 at launch back in 2020. That was nearly 6 years
price,
ago.
first of all.
Today, if you want to buy this brand new, it's $650. It doesn't do anything new. It's not like a new version that has like a new processor or a new GPU. It's the same thing. It's the same piece of hardware that they have been making exactly the same way.
Yep.
And again, I understand prices are going up, tariffs, all that. Ridiculous. I get it. But Microsoft's worth $4 trillion. It's just insane. Like I said, I don't like making these videos because I don't like being negative. I like to be talking about the things that I love. It makes me feel really bad.
I feel bad, man.
That like Game Pass, I remember having Game Pass at $15 and being like, that's an okay price for something like this. But at $30, they didn't really add enough features for me to really think it's worth $30. And it's been a while since I've had the Game Pass Ultimate. I had Game Pass Core.
I feel the energy of the Grindhouse. Like I feel the energy of the Grindhouse. Everybody's a little sad. I feel like, it's definitely it's a little sad. Feeling a little low.
And then they made a Game Pass Core, and now it's Game Pass Essential. But then, like back in the fall, they made that announcement that things were going to go up in price again, and they doubled the price of the lowest tier. And I don't play games online a lot, but
okay, so the price increases. Okay, we got that. We got the price increases. Now, what we'll get into now. Whew. We'll finally get into the really sad part here. I was trying to make the point, Jaydub. I know everybody's. Please get out the tissues. There we go.
Well, on there, I'm considering getting the Steam machine. I am.
He wants to get a Steam machine. He wants nothing to do with Windows. Why?
So yeah, I'm leaving Xbox behind. I'm no longer going to be an Xbox customer.
Guys, Blue Chew Gold is the
What the hell is Blue Chew ads on this guy's video? What are they doing here? God damn, Blue Chew video. What is going on? This has nothing to do with gaming.
Yep.
Just, I don't feel like it's the
They hear the depression. Like, you can use a Blue Chew right now.
same platform that it was. And of course, platforms, they evolve and they do change. But Xbox is now, it's a completely different beast. It's a completely different.
There it is.
It's not something that I want to be a part of. So I'll be getting a Steam machine, or maybe even a gaming PC.
I think I missed the part.
Yeah, for Xbox Live. That was.
Wait.
That's a lot. And some people could probably.
Wait, where's the part?
And it's not worth under $20. No, I bought Monster Hunter Wilds on Steam. Getting the Steam machine, it's a whole video unto itself.
Wait, where'd he go where did he talk about it? Oh, here it is. This part, Helix. There it is.
Because I was going to add a part into this video where I talked about Project Helix and how interesting that is, and how that might steer me back to Xbox.
Ashi, he's coming back?
Because it's kind of like a PC Xbox.
Oh, he's gonna come back, Ashi. You got him.
Buy PC games and play it on there. But they made an announcement that Copilot is coming to all current Xbox systems and the new one. And I don't know what they're going to do with it, but knowing that there's some kind of AI algorithm running in the background at all times on the Xbox as I play, it's taking all my data, feeding it back to somebody else for whatever potentially nefarious reason. I don't want any part of that. I don't want that. So they lost their chance. They had an absolutely wonderful opportunity to come out with whatever this Project Helix device is and sway me back. But that's not happening. I'm leaving Xbox for good. But let me know. Are you an Xbox fan? Are you still an Xbox fan? Will you still buy new Xboxes? Or do you have the handheld? Are you going to buy the new system, the Project Helix system, whenever that happens to come out? I really want to know. Let me know in the comments below.
Man, I brought the total energy down. The grind is
man.
Dude, the energy just crashed. We went from cooking to friggin' cold flambe. We went to raw. We went from like 3 long fires to just like, it's so upsetting. This poor guy, man. We missed the 7th generation consoles. Joe Black 9797. I feel your pain. I feel the same way. An old gamer, been gaming since Pong. When I first heard about Microsoft getting into console, I laughed at them. After leaving Sony, I broke down and tried Xbox, the 360. Oh my god, this guy wrote a whole dissertation. It's a friggin' poem. I'm not worried as most about the Copilot. I suspect it will disappear after a year. Perhaps you'll change your mind. Wish you well in either case. Good video. Testimonies. They really killed their console part in Game Pass with cloud gaming. I do miss the console competition now.
Pass is fucking
raw deal, dude. Oh man,
chicken. It's raw,
dude.
Fucking raw. They look raw, Carol, fucking raw.
Pour one out, man.
Fuck off. And by the way,
it's raw. We went from cooking
raw
to raw. Yeah, but the thing is, the whole point of the interlude there was that it's the AI. That's why we always ask, why Windows? Why Windows? It's because Asha AI got to be in the background. And she's bringing Copilot. Dude, did you see that Copilot crap, man? Like, did you see that thing? This is what they demoed in Did you see it? The GDC shit? Dude, where is it? I have the video. I was like, what the hell is this? This is what they flew people out to GDC and went to sit there to watch this. Where the hell? Here it is. Look at this. This is what they think people want. This is what they think you want, what Jaydub wants, what I want. This is what they think.
For sure. Let's make those turns smoother for you. Right now, I can see your tire pressures are quite high.
Wait.
For sure. Let's make those turns smoother for you. Right now, I can see your tire pressures are quite high, especially on the rear.
This is the AI
bring
talking.
those down just a bit. Say around 27 psi in the rear and 26 in the front. That should give you a bit more grip and control in the corners.
What should my alignment be?
For your Escort, I'd suggest dialing in a bit more negative tamper up front, maybe around -2 degrees, just to help those tires bite into the corners. In the rear, keep it a bit milder, around -1.5 degrees. Then set your toe to 0, so your car tracks nice and straight. And we're all set. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
They think that's what gamers want.
Yep.
What are people laughing?
How do I open Duriel's Horde?
Ah, I see what's on your screen there, Warlock Spawn. So open Duriel's Horde. You'll need those corrupted horns.
Look at them laughing in the front.
Basically, you collect those horns by defeating Duriel himself in the Echo of Duriel boss fight. So you gotta farm him a couple of times until you get enough horns. Then you can interact with that Skash and claim the loot. So it's a bit of a grind, but hey, you're already on Torment 4 and hitting Paragon level 268, so you're in great shape.
Alright, it's my first time playing. How do I get to a ship?
Alright, Warlock Spawn, welcome aboard. First things first, every new pirate in Sea of Thieves starts out from an outpost island. Just head down to the dock area and your ship is usually waiting there, ready to go. Now the sloop is your starting ship, super easy to handle solo. So hop on board, raise your anchor, and start figuring out the ropes. And hey, take your time. There's no rush to be a legendary pirate on your first day.
Okay, how do I get on the ship?
Just climb right up that ladder on the dive there, and you'll be on your ship in no time. It's pretty straightforward. Once you're on deck, you can start exploring the ship and get used to the control. So go ahead and climb aboard. What's the first part of the ship you want to check out?
I guess I need to learn how to sail.
Absolutely. Let's get you sailing. So once you're on board, the first thing to do is raise the anchor. That big wheel in the middle of your deck, just interact with it and push it all the way up. Then you'll want to set your sailing using those ropes you see near the sides. That'll catch the wind and get you moving. And hey, if you want a little guidance for navigation, that ship's map downstairs is your best friend.
So I said it sounds like Paris.
Uh-huh.
Yo, who the hell wants
It's
that
the
shit?
future. It's the future.
Who the hell? First off, if you're going to show me AI and you're telling me Forza settings, I want to go, Xbox, make this car ready for this track. And all of a sudden, it just changes all the things. I don't need a guy going, hey, Grindhouse, how you doing today? The weather looks real nice. You know what?
Customer.
You can make it a little one, make it a -1. That should do it to do the tight corners. And then let me know if you need anything in there. And then, and it's like, I don't need all this fucking conversation, bitch. You are not even real. I don't need some friggin' daytime TV host to answer my questions. How about you just say, I'm like, yo, AI, make my shit faster. Boop, 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 boop. Don't even talk to me. Just do it. And then I'm done. You know, that's like, hell, welcome aboard. Have a nice day. Follow the path. It seems to be a little rainy out where you are. Did you water the plants today? You don't need to water them. Yo, why are you talking about the plants? Don't you see it's looking at your screen, dude? It's like, oh, I see on your screen. How much processing power and wasted space do I need to have some sort of process watching my game in case I got to ask a question and then come back with a daytime television host telling me how my shit don't smell and I'm looking good today?
Uh-huh.
Not even a real part. Like, no, you could do it. You are not even real, bitch. This is not no therapy session with Dr. Phil. Do my shit. Like,
You're my #1 customer.
Like, dude, like you need moral support from a fake computer. You need processors running in the background, watching your screen in case you ask a question. Why is my game losing frames? Oh, well, because, you know, the AI Copilot's running in the background, watching every friggin' thing you're doing, analyzing how long you're playing, where you're playing from. Oh, I see you're playing from a ROG Ally X. Would you like me to optimize the game for you so that you can do this? You should tone this down. Yo, how about I turn you off? This is the future. This is what, look how excited people are. Dude, I think they left. There's nobody in the chairs. Jaydub, does this excite you?
Not at all.
Like, I just can't believe they think this is what gamers want. This is almost worse than Xbox, you know, when you would say Xbox go home.
Yep.
Like Xbox record that. That was my best one. Xbox Snap, Xbox TV. Like I said, they're the friggin' Matrix and we're the guy in the chair. We've seen this all before. You think we want to talk to our TVs again. You think we want, and it responds. Like, you need all these texts. Hey, if you want a little guy, yo, I don't need, like, you're talking a lot to answer a question. Like, just why can't a prompt just show up? And like, why can't you have a visual overlay? Where do I go from here? And all of a sudden an arrow shows. Why do I need Mr. Meet and Greet talking to me like he's a hotel receptionist to tell me what a great day I'm having? That's not what gamers want. Make my call faster. Boom. All of a sudden, everything populates. Show me where to go. An arrow shows up, and then you go. I don't need a conversation. And that's where they're missing it out on there. And it's probably because the longer the bitch talks, the more they're using their AI service and Satya can rub his balls in it. You know, that's what pisses me off. It's like, the more he's talking, I am sure that's more data being used in AI. I don't need him to talk. Long-winded as fuck. To tell me we go straight. How do I get on the ship? The ship's right there. Walk to it, bitch. Like, that's my AI. That's Grindhouse AI. Walk straight, bitch. That's what I would say. How do I get on the ship? The ladder's right fucking there. You dumb? Like, there's Grindhouse AI. I can do my own Grindhouse AI. Like, that is. How do I raise the sales? The big thing in the middle, you dumbass. Maybe you shouldn't be playing this game. Maybe you should read the instructions. Grindhouse AI. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have my own AI prompts. I'm going to be anti-Copilot AI. There you go. Where do I go next? You suck. Go back. You're not good enough. Like, you know, let the AI slap.
Yep.
Let the AI snap back at you. That's what I would do. That would be entertaining at least. Right? That would be entertaining. The AI talk shit to you. Like, you know, you don't get those guys like, you know, you get the AI talk shit to you. That would be fun. Then you could fuck with it. Then I would use it. I don't need Mr. Daytime Television, goddamn goddamn Phil Bosch or Phil Ness over here. Like, I don't need this. You're looking great today. Why don't you just take a little mosey on straight ahead? And there's a big ship over there, and you can walk over the little bridge. Why don't you look at some of the flowers? You're looking beautiful today. It's beautiful outside. Maybe after the game, go outside. I see that you ordered something from Amazon. It's coming in the mail today. I don't need all that shit.
Yep.
You know? Like you don't need all that. And that's the goofy shit that Microsoft is going to say, like, yo, this thing sounds like a foo-foo ass. Like, yeah, I don't need this thing talking to me like this. Tell me how great I look and what a great day I'm having and encouragement. Like, really? You need that kind of encouragement? Like
Honestly, it just reminds me of Cortana with
they tried it with
the
Cortana.
Connect.
Yep.
Yeah, with the Connect shit. Like,
yeah, remember Cortana? Cortana, I'm online. Invite Jaydub and everybody to a room. Tell them I'll be 5 minutes late. Remember? That was the whole thing. Hey, Cortana, invite who's online. Who else is playing this game? Invite them to the room. Never worked.
Yep.
And now they're doing it again with a different voice. And you say, why PC? It's because they could have all that shit monitoring you. Because now, not only do they just watch your gaming, but they're going to watch, oh, you got an email over in Office 365. Would you like me to read it to you while you're playing your game? Yo!
Yeah.
Oh, I see that. Exactly. Oh, I see your orders coming in from your bills are due. Did you pay your bills this month? You're getting an email in Office. Did you pay your bills? Maybe you should stop playing your game. Like, nobody wants that shit, and they think that's what people want. No, people want to be separated from the world. They want to just play the game for what it is. And if they need tips and tricks videos, you know, the thing that everybody hated on those stupid PlayStation cards that it record. This is where Sony and the community created a thing where people made videos and tips that it saves and it uploads those tip videos when people get a trophy, and that they save them in the cards so that if you need hints and stuff like that, Sony's been doing it. Right there with a video that you could snap to the side. I just been doing it for Ratchet and Clank to get some achievements, to get some trophies.
Yeah.
They got the videos. They got hints and tricks, all with videos, and you could snap it, overlay, and you could do it all there, and you could pin it. I don't need a person talking to me. And look at this. Imagine if somebody's talking to you in the game, and their subtitles are at the bottom, and your dumb AI is talking as well, and he has subtitles at the bottom. Gamers don't want this shit.
Nope. But they're gonna keep trying to ram it down our throat because
they will.
The company's made some big investments and stuff, and
yeah.
And I'm not saying AI is bad, inherently bad.
It's just going to be shoved down.
I'm against. Yeah, I'm. Use it for tools to help help you make a better game. That's fine. But I also don't want a future where developers just press a button and then AI just spits out a fucking blah ass game, and we're spending $70 for a bunch of button fillers because it automatically just creates. It's like you get on ChatGPT, hey, make me a game about shooting and this and that, and throw some parameters in there, and it just prints out.
Jaydub, it's only going to take one.
Yeah, it only takes one, right?
To make money off of that, and everybody's going to do it.
Yep.
One person's going to make an AI game.
Here's the thing. Look at NBA 2K, look at COD, look at Madden, in football club, right? Every year it's the same fucking game. They don't change shit. It's the exact same game. You know, maybe they take those games and they start just because they already cranked out, right? The developers don't really have to do much anything
Update
at all.
rosters.
Yeah, just fucking let AI just update the rosters on that or crank out some shit. I wouldn't mind because it's the same shit over and over anyway. But you know, I just don't want a future full of fucking AI slop made games because once the cat is out the bag, that's it. It's over. It's
all
over,
it takes
man.
is one
and
AI
and I
game.
will say this: what really gives me hope is that regardless of what NVIDIA showed with the DLSS 5 and shit like that, and you look at the graphics, some people, oh, they look great. It looks photorealistic. It's like, yeah, but you know what? When you look at games like Horizon Forbidden West and you know Horizon Burning Shores, when you look at games like Intergalactic and you know Sony like Death Stranding 2 and stuff like that, they didn't need AI. They used pure talent and pure development skills in the engine to create that. And those are the best looking games money can buy so far. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it didn't take a bunch of bullshit. All it took is talented developers and a director to crank out that quality of game. Tell those other developers to get good.
Exactly. Not get lazy, get good. Exactly.
Yeah, get good.
It's just but I just get worried. Like it takes one person to make like, oh, this game is fully AI, and then boom, it blows up, and they find out it's AI, and then all of a sudden, then now they're gonna do it, and everybody's gonna.
And let me show you because I'm not an anti-AI guy, right?
Yeah.
But when you look at a game like Crimson Desert, clearly the game was made by some talented developers. But apparently, you know, if you're walking in a castle and you look at a picture frame, a picture in a picture frame, some of that art, apparently that comes from AI. Who cares? Right? It's just a picture on the wall. I don't care if you use AI. For that
like
shit,
a little
right?
asset
I don't
here
care.
and there, but don't make.
Yeah, the asset, that type of asset absolutely means nothing. Like throw some, it's all stock photos anyway, right? That most companies would normally use. That's not what gamers care about. I'm not talking about little stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Have that to your heart's content. I'm talking about the overall structure. Let's say if Sony decided to make Aloy and AI, right? And it looks a certain way, it has that uncanny look. It's just going to drain the whole game because you already know if that's the bread and butter. And what they did they took the bread and butter of the games in that showcase that NVIDIA's had for the DLSS 5. They took the main characters and they turned them into something that they weren't, that the developer didn't want, you know, didn't envision. And
the age and everything.
That is why, even if I'm gonna be honest, they would have got less flack if they would have just showed the location, the locale, and the foliage and stuff like that. I don't think people had a problem with that. People had a problem with the faces.
Well, no, they actually changed the tone of the game, Jaydub. Like, if you look at the environment, looked like it was like it had a certain aesthetic, and then all of a sudden that thing came on there, and it like kind of washed it all out. All the shadows, it made it look everything look like high noon, like with the sun right above everything, and it was like all even in Starfield, like the guy had the brim with the shadows on his face, on his neck. They brightened up. They put DLSS on. All the shadows went away, and it looked like he had a floodlight. He was on a stream.
Yeah.
It looked like he was on a Twitch stream.
I don't want my games to look like Tubi movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that.
Yeah, I know. You know. I don't want. Let me get Easy Tone with the 2. He goes, Xbox for non-gamers and glazers only. Yeah, Xbox is for non-gamers and glazers only. And then Retro Gaming Guy, the 2, he goes, Copilot, go home. You're drunk. Yeah. No, I'm having a wonderful day. Thank you. Are you drunk? Should I call the police? Are you okay? Yeah, that's exactly what your Xbox will respond to you. You said drunk. Is that a concern? Would you like me to look up like help? Like, oh my God, I can't imagine this shit like doing stuff for you. Like it's too much. And the thing is people, gamers do not want AI like that. They would like AI going like, hey, you know, the NPCs will learn from your actions with AI and will react differently to you as the game goes on because the game is learning your actions. So think about Crimson Desert and those NPCs have AI algorithms where they are learning from you. Like as you're running around jumping on things, they're like, hey, why are you jumping around on that stuff? Like it's creepy shit, but like it makes the world like living because what you're doing is not a predetermined this or that. It's basically learning using AI to learn how you're doing it, almost like a Nemesis Engine 2.0. Like it learned what you did and how you accomplished something or what you said or what choice you made, and it kind of like people hear that or people eavesdrop. Like that's how you want AI to make NPCs smarter, to make your games learn from you. Or if you're trying to exploit a game, the game learns going like, we don't need the dev to patch it out. The game will auto fix itself to make sure that you can't exploit it. You're trying to get out of the map. Well, we're going to create something to keep you out of the map. Like let the game learn from you. Like if you're trying to, like do a pattern, you keep doing the same pattern, like almost like fighting game. You keep hitting like XY. You keep hitting that stuff. And it's like, the game's like, all right, you're going to do this shit. I'm going to, just like a real player would, like, I learned now that that's your move. I'm going to counter it. So so basically you're playing the computer, but it's like you're playing another person without being online, without having like an actual player, like in a fighting game, like they're learning your moves. So you got to get better, or you got to adjust your strategy because the game is learning from you. Like that's what I would think AI would be. Make it as part of the game, not like a friggin' Google that's reading all information about everything else to tell me where to go. Like if your game is that dumb that I need to ask, how do I get on the ship? Then you didn't do your job as a developer to tell me where to go in the tutorial.
That's true.
So like, what do? You're not going to give me a tutorial? Like you start there. I just started the game. How do I get on the ship? It's like, if the dev would the dev not do their job? Like that sounds like a dev problem. Like they didn't really tell you how to play the game, and you got to ask bootleg Copilot how to get in the ship. So devs, do better. Yeah, here's another thing: do better. Use Microsoft Teams Play Together game bar to make it happen. Play games, watch streams with Teams. Yo, this Microsoft shit, dude. Nobody wants this, man. Nobody.
They're gonna
wants
keep.
this.
They're gonna keep trying to shove it down our throat. And and it is what it is. They never learn their lesson.
Yep.
All the gamers were asking, right? All gamers were asking for just make some great games. That's
that
it.
we play.
That's it. That's all we ask for.
It,
they're like, and then they're like, no, we can't do that.
No, that's easy. That's the easy part. We got to like try to integrate this. So one of the things is like, if everything's going great and Asha's listening and Asha is the new person only on Xbox, everybody's excited for Asha, then why are the executives leaving? So one of the things I looked at is two executives, top Xbox executives, not just Microsoft executives, but two top executives. Tom Warren replied, here they go. And Colt got roasted. Asha AI is retooling the division. Well, the girl who was leaving said, oh, geez, such a gossip. I just found a new job, man. And Colt Eastwood made it look like Asha was letting these people go.
Yeah.
So she roasted. She
deleted it.
Yeah.
He had it. Yeah.
Hyan Zhang and Lori Wright are leaving Xbox. Zhang was the general manager of gaming AI at Xbox, leaving after 13 years, and she's going to Netflix Gaming. That's where, what's his name went? Joseph Staten after Halo.
Yeah.
Lori Wright was the Xbox corporate vice president. And she's leaving in the coming weeks, according to LinkedIn. She led the platform's third-party relations, including global partnerships and business development for Xbox. She didn't have a lot to say, but Hyan Zhang was like, hey, I'm just going to Netflix. I'm leaving this stuff. So I did a little bit of research, and I was like, where did I see this lady before? Well, actually, first of all, before we get her, what did she do, right? So let's go, and I found her at a GDC summit last year, talking about the player experience in gaming AI. And Jaydub, she's going to scare the shit out of you, what she just said. You're going to be happy as she left. Hear this.
Right. Well, as someone who plays games, there are many, I feel, frustrations and barriers and frictions in the game experience. And I think we also feel it too as publishers, as developers. I think one thing we have heard is from developers is, hey, I made a game. How do I find an audience for my game? How do I connect just the right player that would love my game to my game? And there are many features in the storefronts, searching, recommendations, and some recommendations in the past have leveraged AI techniques. Well, now there might be new possibilities for helping players connect to the games and content that they love. Another piece about how AI might benefit players is there are many moments. So when a player is connected to the game, they're playing the game, we also know there are many moments when we can lose those players, right? We want those players to engage with our world, with our stories, and form communities and have deep appreciation for the thing that we've made. But there are many moments, little moments that we didn't anticipate where it doesn't happen. So, if I didn't play Cocoon for a week and now I don't remember this ordering of the puzzles. How do I get back into the game? And I think there are moments here where we can think about new tools that helps players more deeply engage with the art that we create. And those tools might be leveraging AI or not AI, but it's about that this new technology is enabling us to think about what these new tools are. A final...
Before she gets to her final one, I'm already not interested. But before she gets into her final point, which is the one that's going to make Jaydub fall out of his chair, this thing, if the game is not keeping you hooked, how the hell is AI going to make you it's going to say, they think that Copilot dude talking is going to make me stay engaged with the game because I could talk to somebody who's fake? No, man, keep going. Don't worry, it gets better. We got enough of those shills online. Now I need a shill built into my Xbox? Don't worry, it gets better after 5 hours. Shut up! You imagine? I think I'm not playing this game anymore. I heard you. Trust me, if you just play for another couple more hours, it'll get better. You imagine this shit talking to you like that? Retro game is full out of his chair. He goes, Jesus Christ, this is scary shit. You imagine, you have Paris basically living in your freaking piece. You have Dusty been leaving in there. I heard good things come in a couple of weeks. I've been talking to. It's like, I'm leaving this game. It's like, no, don't leave this game. I heard from a dev that the dev is going to be working on it. I don't need a shill in my friggin' Xbox. Keep me engaged. If the game is not keeping you engaged, if the art, the missions, the action, if that's not keeping you wanting to play, then nothing is going to bring people back to that game. It's just a bad game for that person. Maybe for somebody else, they will like it, but it's not. You lost that person, and no AI is going to bring it back. They could do a bunch of rah-rah cheerleading stuff on your screen and in your ear, but if you don't like it, you don't like it. And the dev missed the boat. A prompt is artificial intelligence is not going to tell you, let me tell you, pat you on the back or tell you I heard something or it gets better after this mission.
Yeah.
Dude, that's so creepy. It's just I don't understand it, dude.
Yeah.
Doug Game says, nah, y'all train the AI to say that stuff. I have no clue, man. I have no clue, but I can't imagine a friggin' shill that's living in my friggin' my Xbox going, Asha says it gets better.
Indeed.
What do you think with these two things? What she says. This is the one that's leaving.
Yeah, I
think the idea's with her.
Maybe it's a good thing she's leaving. I don't know. I mean, can you imagine telling your wife that? Don't worry about it. AI is going to make it better, honey.
That's what it sounds like. If they want to keep people engaged in their product, dude.
Yeah.
And they think that
how
AI.
about this? How about you make right? How about you make a great fucking game that's
Exactly.
worth people spending their money for and call it a day? No, there you don't have to think it. Nintendo does
Exactly.
it, Sony does it.
Right?
It's not rocket science.
Right?
The only reason to think about shit like that is when you have no plans on dedicating time and resources to make a great game that people
Exactly.
want to buy. That's what it is. If you just care about throwing a bunch of fluffer that's going to you just want people dude, they're treating the gamer like the gamer is like sheep. Just a
Or
herd
the
of sheep.
game is the
Oh,
problem.
just keep them. Yeah. Oh, just keep them entertained. Just keep them entertained.
Keep
Like
them
it's like
locked. Keep them
I don't want to
engaged.
fucking be entertained. Just release a game that's worth my time. I'll spend my money, beat it, and move on. Like that. It's not. It's not difficult.
It's not.
What? Why are you making it so? I don't
You hear how
understand
she's
it.
speaking. Look at her hand. Like she's so intense. Like
Yeah.
we gotta find a way to keep the gamer engaged. And AI, whether it's AI or not AI, it's like, yo, why is it so hard? Like, because you're trying to fit a round peg in a square hole. Just make great games. Nobody has to sit here and say, well, Copilot will fix the engagement numbers. Like, this is the problem with Microsoft. They try to shove their bullshit down people's throats because, just like what Jaydub said, just make a great game and call it a day. Why are you trying to create shortcuts for making shit games? Like, imagine playing Starfield and you're like, and this is the problem. That thing's probably gonna be listening to you all the time, just like all the other shit. You'll be like, yo, this game sucks at 30 frames, and they'll be like, don't be upset, Grindhouse. The developer in the latest interview said that this is where their vision was. So enjoy the 30 frames. This is what they believed in. Yo, I would throw that shit in the friggin' woods. I'll be yo, there's gonna be like somebody said they could choose the voice of the shield that they want on their Xbox. Yo, that's the bullshit you see on Twitter. That's probably why they love those dudes and they fly them out. They're probably recording them. They said, oh, record your crazy shit lines. We're gonna put it in our new AI. It was the vision.
It's total bullshit.
It is all bullshit. But Jada, it's crazy what you just said. Well, devs are not going to take the time to make the great game. Dude, that fucking that's the third answer. Well, listen to this.
Possibility, potential for players is something that I'm really passionate about, which is, could AI help us create completely new game genres and experiences? And, you know, I would like to think that we could. I don't know what these games and experiences are. I've had some conversations at DICE with some folks who are thinking along these lines. It kind of reminds me of, you know, in the early 1800s, if you were standing in Manhattan and you looked across the landscape, there was not a building taller than 5 stories. You know why? Because there were no elevators and people didn't like to climb more than 5 stories. So all the buildings across the Manhattan landscape were 5 stories tall. And then in the mid-1800s, electric elevators were invented and started being installed in buildings. And from there, we could see new buildings and a diversity of architecture, you know, really invigorating architecture as an art form and a discipline. And we saw the buildings like the Chrysler Building, the Empire State Building, and eventually powering, you know, architects like Frank Gehry to make amazing creations. So if we think about these tools as elevators, could we build elevators to make even more amazing games? And I think that is a hypothesis that I would love to continue the conversation on. And that's something that I'm pretty excited about.
Yo. Take those ideas and go. Listen, first off, elevators. Listen, architecture was wonderful with 5-story buildings. Elevators didn't create architecture. You know, people could have incredible visions with 5 stories. Just because they're taller doesn't mean that like architecture evolved because of that. No. Architecture existed in 5-story buildings. The problem here is that AI is not an elevator, because what you're asking for is for something to replace a studio of creators and artists. Like, imagine telling a painter, I would love for this tool to just do the painting. how the hell would the painter feel? Like, well, wait a second, are you trying to replace me? Because I don't know how you show up to game devs and go, well, what if we just make AI make new games that you never thought of? And it's like, whoa, hold the, what do you mean? Replace my ass?
Now your competition.
Yo, now, wait a second. Now I'm fighting against the computer now. Wait, you're going to tell me AI is going to make a new genre that I didn't create, that humans, a studio sitting there, bodies sitting in chairs, sitting in studios, getting paid hourly, sitting on computers, crunch, all this stuff, complaining about crunch, giving them brunch, handing them booty coffee, feeding them, entertaining them, giving them plants, giving them rare honey, making sure that they're enjoying the environment they're working in, making sure everything is nice. You don't have to worry about AI complaining. AI just makes the shit. You don't need to feed them. You don't need to have the break room. You don't need a computer. You don't need a human body to pay. So you're telling me that AI is going to create games, like not help make games, create games, create new genres of games. No, AI should be a tool to help devs have less time to do things that took them hours to do. To help devs like programming and logic, not create art assets that people are sitting there hand drawing them. Maybe logic, maybe calculating a whole logic page. Like, hey, if I make this person go straight, I want them to fight. I want them to have this animation, this thing, and AI just writes the logic and writes that. Rather than using it as an art form where you actually have artists hand drawing assets for implementation into the game. Not have AI replace the artists, but have AI just do the calculations to save time. Use it as a tool, as a shortcut for devs, not replacing them. And that's what it sounds like they want to do. So you come to a dev summit going, my best thing is to have AI just make new genre game. You're basically saying that the elevator is going to make sure that the 5-floor buildings, the 5-star buildings don't exist anymore. Like it's not going to inspire anybody. It's going to de-inspire them because now they don't have to do something. Or I was talking with Thrash last week, Frog. No, I'm sorry, Frog is a Jaydub. I was over Frog on the podcast. But you know what? I was talking to Thrash, and it was like devs will probably say, you know what, man, I'll just do 50% of the game and let AI finish the rest of it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Well, she's leaving. She's gone. She got a new job at Netflix, so she could take that shit over to Netflix. That's all I'm saying. So she left. But what did you think about that thing? Because that's exactly what your feel was, that they're going to do less and use AI to pick up the pieces.
That's how I feel. Listen, not to be the negative Nancy, but that typically is how things go. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything to make the game better. They just want to, save money and lay a bunch of people off. And they're just going to crank out the same quality, the same shit version of games. And that's all they care about. And I get it. In order to put up some GOTY games, it takes 5, 6, 7 years. And that's what it takes. A lot of hard work, a lot of money, a lot of talented people. That's what it takes. Maybe AI will be able to cut down a year on that. But, if you're expecting AI to come and knock 3 or 4 years off of your game, and you can kind of basically fire everybody and just have a couple of people on there. That's what their goal is ultimately. They want to minimize the amount of money that they're spending. They really don't care about developers. They don't. No. These companies don't.
Dude, and they bought all those studios, Jaydub. They bought all those studios, all those people,
and they laid off.
And just to kind of say like, and now AI is going to do the rest.
Yep.
You bought all
and
those
people.
people.
Let's face it, with Microsoft, their whole vision, their whole goal, right, is to just focus solely on AI and not even in gaming. Like they don't care.
No, gaming is just a shell for them to implement that horse shit because nobody wants that. Like, and that's why I did the whole dichotomy when you came on, showing how Mark Cerney is talking about AI with the PSSR, and he's not talking like she had this whole video and everything was like a life experience. She didn't even mention about like games and franchises or anything of how it been. This was her 3 thing of how it impacts us, the player. That's what these were the 3 facts of how it affects us, and none of it sounded good at all. That's why I included Mark Cerney's in the beginning, because you hear specifically making games better for us and taking the best of what's out there and making it custom for his hardware to make their games look the best and run the best. That's all I want to hear, because we see the output, and we're seeing that now. She's sitting here going, if, ever, will, here. This was last year. She's gone. This is what happens with the if and the wethers and the hummers and when this is going to happen. This is what they do. Microsoft just talks flying out their ass. Now, if you want to talk about somebody talking out their ass and somebody that's been quiet, the other lady who left, here she is. This lady, Laura Wright, I found her interview, but this one you may not remember. You'll remember from something else, though, and she said a quote that's world famous. But here they interviewed her, and what she does.
A special interview segment with Xbox's CVP of Gaming Partnerships and Business Development, Lori Wright. I don't think you've...
Global Gaming Partners and Business Development. Did they announce her replacement?
Nope.
No. Are they replacing that role? You would think it's such a critical role. You got gaming partners and business development for Xbox. Hey. She's a CVP.
Dude, I'll be honest, Jess. They're not planning on doing anything special. You're not going to get any third-party deals. They don't care anymore. They're going to put their games as many platforms as possible. And to add to that, they're really trying to get out of the console gaming space.
Yeah, they don't need these partnerships because
they spent $100 billion.
PC game.
They spent $100 billion on their games. Why would they want to spend money, give it to somebody else? They have enough studios where they don't need to spend money on third party deals.
Yeah, they don't need to, and
it really don't benefit them, right?
But
it don't benefit
you're right.
them.
Third-party deals for what? You would have third-party deals if you had custom hardware, if you had a device that you wanted developers to go for. If you just have a Windows PC, you need a gaming partner to make a special game for you? No.
Yep.
You don't.
See?
If it's a Windows PC, they're just a PC developer, and you just need them to port it over to the Windows store. Yep. You don't need a Xbox CVP global gaming partner and business development relationships for who? Relationship for what? They're just developing a PC game.
Yep.
They don't need to make a quote Xbox game with a partnership and development of custom chips. They just need to make a PC game. Right? So like, who's her replacement? Because you would think such a high level, all those partners are going to be like, well, who do I talk to now? Well, she gone.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't announced a replacement. Global gaming.
Yep.
Global gaming partners. You don't need a partner if you have nothing to partner with.
Exactly.
Again, another thing where specific Xbox roles. She was Xbox Gaming AI, and she's out. This person, she reported to Sarah Bond. Global Gaming Partners. Basically, she took Sarah Bond's job. Because remember, Sarah Bond was that job, the Global Gaming Partners. She was going out there with devs, getting those developer partnerships and stuff like that. Then when she got promoted to president of Xbox, I guess Lori took over her job.
Yeah.
Because that's what Sarah Bond used to do.
Which is why I don't understand why the Xbox guys are not seeing it that way.
They're not, dude. They think Asha's cleaning house. I'm like, she's getting rid of everybody that did anything with Xbox. What do you mean?
Yeah.
These people, and it's not that she's getting rid of them. They are leaving. So why would they leave?
The writing is on the wall. They see the writing on the wall. They're not going to sit there and say if they see the writing on the wall.
Exact. That's the point, Jay. Thank you. That's exactly the thing. They see the writing on the wall, Jay. Like, why would you leave if this is new regime and she's getting everybody all ramped up for Xbox and all this other stuff? Why would Sarah leave? Why would Lori leave? Why would that other person leave? The gaming AI person. Because they see the writing on the wall. They're not needed anymore. That role is not needed anymore because they were told, hey, it's a Windows 11 device. those Xbox people, like, we don't really need an Xbox person anymore.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's named Xbox anymore. Asha is Microsoft Gaming. Booty is Gaming Studios. What's his name? Gaming Gandalf is vice president of Next Gen. We still don't know who the president is. There is no more president of Xbox. They ran to say who Phil's replacement is, but they never said who Sarah's replacement was.
Yeah.
Who's the next president of Xbox? Who? You would think they would need to fill that in, right? For the Xbox, right?
Chat GPT.
Yeah, Chat GPT. You know, they ran to say Phil's replacement, Microsoft Gaming, but they never said who's the president of Xbox. I should be. Doug Gameboy said he should be. Tina Amini, she's been on there. No, they didn't let her go. She's the one who did the interview. She does the TV. She's the one that gives the good production. I have to say, I think she did a good job. She's done better than Major Nelson, I think, in like really making those videos, like their state of plays, like their not their state of plays, but like their videos. Not the devs doing cartwheels, but I think like the showcase and stuff. She like cuts those videos for them, and she does their interviews on their podcast. I think she's been good. The podcast host. I think she's been better than Major Nelson, actually, because I think she has a lot of that technical skills that Major Nelson probably didn't have, like cutting videos and editing and all that other stuff. I think she's probably better than that because she's just done good production on that. No, Laura Wright, she's gone, but yeah, she does look familiar, right? You want to know where she's from? Yeah, this interview was a nothing burger, basically. It was just like, what do you do? And she just says, I go around and make partnerships. So I just found that in that video. Let me see if there's anything in here.
Been on the podcast before, so I'd love to first introduce you to our audience. There's a lot of slices of Xbox
want to hear
in
what
the
she
business.
does and know that nobody has been
in your
replacing
title
her
right
yet.
there. So
this is what
I'd
she
love for you to
does.
talk about what it is that you do at Xbox, a little bit about your journey. What does all of those incredible words in your title mean in practice?
Well, I would be delighted to try and tell you all the fun aspects of my job. It really is a super special role that I feel really privileged to have. There's a phenomenal team that, of course, is behind the scenes and out on the front lines as well, doing so much of the great work. So what it means is we have our gaming partnerships and business development organization. And this you can think of as like all the great games that you play on Xbox. Our team goes out and brings those games onto the Xbox platform. And then my team is also responsible for all the places that you get to play it. So if you're playing on a smart TV with Samsung today or screens of all sizes, we work across all of our partners to make sure that you can play Xbox in as many places as possible. I really do thinking about like, well, what's the essence of all of it? And it really always comes down to the games, right? The games are just so central. And so the team's mission is about how are we empowering all creators to, and this is creators large and small, to build for Xbox and to bring their games into our world. And for me, I think like this is the passion that comes through.
All right. Well, that was done with that. I'm not talking about passion anymore. She's gone, but she was the one who brings the games to the Xbox. Well, she's gone. So preservation, she leaves. Well, she didn't really say how she went. The other one said she's going to Netflix. This one, she just said toodaloos. She just said, it's been a great decade. Thank you. Well, as I prepare to depart in the coming weeks, I wanted to say special thanks. I leave overwhelming gratitude as for what comes next. I'm hoping a lot of beautiful sunrises and sunsets. She's not saying she's going to Netflix. The other one came out and said, I'm going to Netflix. I'm just leaving. This one sounds like she gave her the Sarah Bond treatment. Corporate vice president. Xbox in your name, that means you're gone. Box no longer in the name. I think she was, we don't need partnerships anymore because it's not an Xbox anymore. It's a Windows PC. That's why I think. Because nobody's replacing her. They didn't run. Dude, they ran. As soon as Phil announced his retirement, they didn't even announce Phil's retirement. They said Asha's replacing Phil.
Yep.
They're not saying anybody replacing Laurie Wright. Nobody replacing Sarah Bond. Those were the only people with Xbox in their name. president of Xbox, corporate vice president of gaming of partnership games. Right?
Yep.
No, she didn't do the I am leaving video, but you want to know what? We found her. Grinders, I found her. And you know where she was? Right over yonder. Where is she? Oh, man, where? I had it here. Where is she? Oh, my goodness. Where'd it go? I found her. There she is, like 6 years ago doing interviews, dude. No, I found her. Where is this?
Lord.
No, she did one sooner. I'm going to show you right now. Hold on. Wait till you find out her famous quote. And you're not going to want to believe this. Hit that like button, Grinders. I think let me hit a refresh. I think we are at how many subscribers? We are 4 away. We're at 3196. Let's go. Let's go. Well, you can do it.
Let's go.
4 subscribers out there. We need 4. 5 to make sure we hit over. But
okay, coming up tonight.
Yo, party, rooftop, Grindhouse party. Watch this. Ready? You're gonna like this. This video, Jaydub. This video is gonna get the 4 subscribers. Watch, because nobody found this. Because nobody brought this up. All right, I can't believe it. I covered her before, which is incredible. But yeah, we found her. I'm gonna get those subscribers right now because I earned my subscribers. There she is, Grinders. She was on the inside, behind the scenes of the Xbox ROG Ally. Do you recall what she said? She was not the faster to fun quote. She was the other quote. Let's see who watches the Grindhouse. Jaydub, do you remember what she said in this video talking about the ROG Ally X? Lady lost her marbles, which she said. I'll give you a hint. The word that she said was magical. What was magical, Grinders? Give you some thinking music. What was magical? The question is, what was magical? Josh remembers the Facet to Fun. She was right before the Facet to Fun. All right, thinking music. She said magical. Dude, this is you got to be on your toes here. She said the word. It's magical. What is magical? I can tell you what's magical right now. D is magical with a 5 VIPs.
Stop. Enough.
Get back in that corner, bitch. I told you not to get on my mic. D want to give the 5 members. Don't tell him stop enough. You keep working on that thing that you can't talk about, that nobody can talk about. Face that wall.
Oh, no. We suck again.
What was magical? D's magical. Thank you, D, with the 5 VIPs in the house. Cooking as usual. Big D's in the house. D's. You give D's?
I can go directly to Blacknet.
There you go. Let's see. Oh, these are some good questions. These are some good answers here. Let's see what they say. Thank you, D, for the 5 VIPs. Let me update it in here. Jaydub, do you have an answer? What could be magical? Nobody really knows.
More, I don't know. More Xbox games coming to PS5.
Along those lines, I'll give you. I'll give you a little. I'll give you a half point for that one. I'll give you a half point. It is along those lines. That is definitely something that's magical. Let's see what somebody says. Patient says Phil is magical. Ryan says Booty is magical. Doug Gaming Boy says ROG Ally is decent. It's decent if you don't want to play Crimson Desert. Faster to Failure, Faster to Fun. No, that was the other lady. It's gone like magic. The partnerships. Davis says the Windows. She just looks like she got a magical D. Oh, shit. She just got a magical D, he said. Oh, no. Not like this. Oh man, we got the jokesters. Windows update. All right, grinders. Jaydub, I give him a half a point. Let's see what her famous line is.
This is Xbox.
We have different yet very complementary capabilities. You have ASUS making industry-leading hardware, and
Get
you
ready.
take Xbox and you bring all of the experience we have in console and in gaming and bring that together into this portable device.
How do we start with this and add this to make it feel like a combination of ASUS and Xbox?
This is some goofy ass video, I tell you.
I mean, this is exaggeration, but at the end of the day, you're doing some form of the flat fingers. You get a device like
How many
this,
friggin'
and
people
that
we
makes it
need
just so much more comfortable
to develop
hold on
something
to
that's
the
already
entire
there?
time.
That opens up more access to your index fingers with your shoulder bumper, as well as those triggers at the back.
Hey, she comes back.
It just feels more intuitive.
No one has ever seen this before, and this was a request from you as a kickoff for like a proof of concept. It's like, what if we put an Xbox button on an ASUS Ally?
You could imagine a world where that button on this device was the Xbox button that you see on an Xbox controller.
When we were talking to the designers at ASUS,
Sarah
they're
died
basically
for that
saying, well,
button.
our products, they're not round, they're angular chisels and angles. And so this is the new Xbox button shape.
To place the Xbox Nexus on the rhombus is such a beautiful representation of the marriage of the precision, the robustness of ASUS's design, and the power of Xbox.
Something that I think is really cool
Wait, here she
is
comes,
we have
she
a
comes.
micro texture, which is that little Easter
Yo,
egg
the
that starts to
glazing in this
hint to
video,
the
dude.
partnership between
This is the
ASUS
goofiest shit
and
I've ever
Xbox.
seen.
It is the best of Xbox.
There
It
it
is the
is.
best of Windows. Working with ASUS.
Here she
and
comes.
Creating
Get
something
ready.
specifically designed
Still guessing,
to
trying.
help
The button's
gamers have
magical?
the
Nope.
experience
There it is.
that they have so long dreamt of.
Until now, the experience that you could have
Wait,
on
she's
the go
coming in
was
part
just
3.
not even remotely
She's
close
coming in
to the
part 3.
experience
You
that
keep
could have
guessing.
playing games
What
at
was
home.
You look at this
magical?
device in your hand, and you're just blown away.
I know
How
you're
did we
getting
put this
glazed.
incredibly
You can't believe
high-end
what you're hearing with
console
this shit.
into
Look at that
a
goofy
handheld?
ass.
I think once
Phil
people
Harrison.
hold it in their hands for the first time, they're going to be sold.
Oh.
Instant on, get right
Wait
into
till
your
this guy
game.
talks about
It
you
feels
have to worry
like
about Windows.
Everything you
Jaydub,
wanted
I fell on my
a handheld
chair
to be,
when I heard
but
this
it
guy.
wasn't quite getting there. This is it.
It is
You boot up your Xbox Ally, it's going to boot into the Xbox experience.
We're turning off the desktop and other processes to optimize for gaming. That lets you have all of this memory back that can go just towards your games.
Sorry, lady. You look good, but I got a question for you. She said exactly what the Helix is going to do, and that's exactly what the other one did. Wait a second. It being an Xbox device is a lot different than it's a Windows device and the Xbox app just doesn't turn on the desktop. Like, that you mean it's Windows, but you're just not putting on the desktop taskbar. That you're just not turning on the desktop. So it's a Windows computer though. Like, get it through the Xbox guys' skulls. Like, dude, it's not an Xbox. It is a Windows PC with an Xbox app that the dashboard is in the background that the taskbar didn't load up. She just said it right there. She didn't say this is an Xbox device. She says we don't turn on the desktop. The desktop and some processes. So right there.
Back that can go just towards your games.
I don't have to think about Windows.
Desktop and
that
other
guy.
processes.
Xbox experience.
We're turning off the desktop and other processes to optimize for gaming. That lets you have all of this memory back that can go just.
You turn off the desktop. You didn't turn off the operating system. It's not a different operating system. It's not a kernel. Popcorn kernel, bitch. It's not anything like that. It's not a popcorn kernel. It's a Windows PC, and you didn't load the visual desktop. So if I make a game for such device, am I making it for an Xbox? No, there is no Xbox. I'm making it for the PC. That's how Steam works on that Helix. How would Steam work if it's not a PC? Steam are going to make it, and then just put an Xbox app on my Series X right now.
Exactly.
Jaydub, this guy made me fall out of the chair, this next guy.
Towards your games.
I don't have to think about Windows. All I have to think about is my game. And
where's this guy now? Who's Ashol Rawat? Who? Look at him. He says Windows on the day. He's not even an Xbox guy. Move my shit. Move my friggin' shit. Look, I'm moving my shit. He says Windows. Ashu Rawat says he don't need to worry about Windows anymore. Dude, where are you?
Hey, Ron.
Where's this man?
Where are you?
Because
where is Ron?
Where is Ashu Rawat? Where are you? What do you mean you don't have to worry about Windows? All people had to do was do a whole ass Windows update. This is the Windows guy telling you don't worry about Windows. This guy probably don't know what the hell he's talking about. He goes, I'm talking about Windows 12, right? They're like, live, go.
I don't have to think about Windows. All I have to think about is my game.
Yo, look at him looking up, dude. Look at him reading the cue cards. Oh, Grindhouse Foundry. Jaydub, Grindhouse Foundry. Look at the eyes. Look, whoa, what is he looking at? Whoa, hold on. Wait, we got to do Grindhouse Foundry. Hold on. Here it is. We always get to do one of these, Grindhouse. Hit that like button. Here we go. I don't have to think about Windows. I have to think about the games. Look at him look up. Look at his eyes. His boss is standing. Look at him look up. He's like, did I read the cue card right? Look at him looking. Why are you looking up, man? Why are we looking? Whoa, where are you looking? What are you reading? Why are you not looking at the camera? What are you reading? Is your boss looking at you going, bitch, you better say this. Hostage. Blink once if you're held hostage. Blink once. We hear you. Asha hears you. Save this man. Asha Warat. This man said you don't have to worry about Windows when it's a friggin' Windows computer. The first thing you had to do on the ROG Ally X was do Windows updates. This man is lying straight out his ass. He's blinking once saying, save me. Hey, guys. Blink once. Blink once to save you.
And being...
Yep, you need to be saved.
Focused on my game, and I'm
still taking answers if you want to know what was magical. I'm grinding. I'm a little disappointed. I'm a little disappointed that you don't realize. Here she comes. She's coming right now.
That level.
She's coming right now. Here it is.
You're just one button press away from getting your game bar.
Oh man, they even had friggin' bootleg the friggin' Temu Phil Harrison over here too. Holy shit. This video is a video keeps on giving, man. Temu Phil Harrison, the Mothman himself. Oh, man. This Windows bar guy. Who's this guy? I want names, bitch. I want names from these people. This guy's doing his O-face.
You're just one button press away from getting your game bar that allows you to access various functionalities, utilities, and settings.
Game bar is going to bring all this fantastic
these clowns. Where is she?
You'll be able to, see the performance of the games. You'll be able to send messages to your friends.
Your most recently used games, connecting to a Wi-Fi network, or changing the volume.
If I wanted to bring some app experiences thanks to the game bar, like Discord and stuff, I don't have to leave my gaming experience.
We've made it really fast, controller friendly.
It's all there.
All right, man, Jaydub. Well, I'll get you your answer right now. Here she is. Before you gotta go, here she comes.
Never storefront or launch
to a bunch of different.
I thought she was sooner.
The real magic of achievements.
Here she is, right after this guy. Here she is.
That's your identity.
After Sarah Bond.
It's the community.
Jaydub, here it is. Listen to this lady.
You are, not where the device is. Xbox is about you.
Not, I want to play that, I need to go over there. No, I want to play the game I want to play. Like anywhere. What game do you want to play? Here it is.
Yes, she is.
Xbox is
oh my God!
Whether you download it, play locally,
get these clowns off. She's right by
after
this guy.
Cloud, it should be a unified experience.
Being able to unlock people from a single device is magic.
It's
Circle doesn't get to swear.
No shit.
Oh man, being able. So officially, it was magic. It's not magical, but I was trying to. It's magic. Having people, yo, there she is again.
People from a single.
Or you play in the cloud. It should be a unified experience.
Being able to unlock people from a single device is magic.
Oh, and here's this clown.
It's gonna be faster to fun.
Faster to fun. My God, these people will glaze out their ass. Yo, unlocking people from a single device is magic. Jaydub, what's been magic is you being on this show, though. I have to say thank you so much for coming on, Jaydub, and getting your flowers with Starfield. Well deserved. Roast them all, Jaydub. That's all I'm saying. Roast them all. You stream that game when it comes out, and you let them all watch you play that game on your PS5 Pro at 60 frames with PSSR and DualSense capabilities.
The way Satya intended.
Yo, I can't wait for Satya to hype up the Starfield sales on PlayStation as financials.
Oh, can you imagine?
It's #1 on their pre-orders, dude. These PlayStation guys, everybody's doing the Thanos gauntlet. They're collecting them all.
Absolutely.
Like Xbox Pokemon.
That's told you. I'm getting all the physical games, man. All the physicals. Not to open and play, but just to have, you know.
Collect them all, dude.
Yeah.
Jaydub is collecting Xbox Pokemon. Get all the games. Get all the exclusives just to put them nestled under under your PlayStation as like a stand.
Hey, Jess, I know that has to sting. Dude spent the last 15 years dealing with Field's mess, and now just to see us get all their games in the better running version. Oh, and don't forget, this month we have a Flight Simulator, the VR update. It's going to be released.
About that.
Be released in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. So they came out.
Man. Yo, PlayStation guys are like this to Xbox guys.
I've got news for you. You are mine now. You belong to me.
Oh, man.
Yo, I forgot about the VR update. When Phil Spencer says we're not doing VR. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. After he promised them high fidelity VR. You know? Man.
Oh, dude, it is messy.
Yeah, it is. Anyway, Jess, man, it's always an honor to be invited on the show.
Oh, man.
Talking with the grinders, just enjoying it. Listen, man, to all you Xbox guys out there, dude, just buy a fucking PS5 and move on with life. It's over. It's over.
So don't even deal with this horse shit. This magical buttons and shit like that, and Helix dual boot. Get the hell out of there. There's no dual booting, man. They're glazing the shit out of you. Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, it's still going to lose to the PS6. It is what it is, you know?
And listen, and don't go to PC. If you're going to go to PC, go to Steam. Don't go to PC for Windows Store apps. That's some horse shit. That's not PC gaming. Dude, that's some Xbox deglazing areas, dude. Do not go there. I'm going to PC and then you're buying shit from the Windows Store. Dude, stay away from Lucky Sevens and slots. Like, please, just go to Steam and Epic, even Epic Store. Just get that. Do not go there going, you got these guys buying these rigs going, I'm going to PC, and then they're looking at the Windows Store. I'm like, oh, shit, don't buy shit from there.
And see, here's the thing. They focus on their backlog, back compat. Oh, I bought over such and such games on the Xbox One, and it's like, dude, nobody cares about that shit. Nobody cared in the Xbox One generation.
Exactly.
If you lose it, you lose it. Who cares?
Yeah. Who's going back to play Crackdown 3 or not Crackdown 3 or friggin' like Recore? Nobody. You had classics on the Xbox One after launch. Like after the launch games like Rise and shit, like the rest of the and Titanfall and shit, like nobody after Halo 5, like that's it. Who's going Starfield's playable, future proofing. Well, you can go back, play Recore.
Exactly.
You're going to go play Crackdown 3? Who's playing that shit? They made no games worthwhile that you want to preserve.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to... Like that, and that was always... I remember saying that back then with the Xbox One. I'm like, this is going to hurt them in the future because they made no bangers for the Xbox One after Halo 5 launched. And when Phil was buying studios and shit, they never made any games that were worthwhile for the next generation. It's going to hurt them now because... You're right. Who wants to play them?
Yep.
It's not like you're going back to the PS3 going, I'm going to play God of War 3. I'm going to play Uncharted 2. I'm going to play Last of Us 1 and remake. Like, they didn't make any games worthwhile.
That's what I'm saying. Even then, like, it's, I don't know. I think the Xbox One generation was a huge failure. There's nothing they need to take forward from that. This generation for them is a failure. They didn't produce anything that was worthwhile. So,
you're right.
If you're gonna do that, jump on PC, and even if you go to the PC route, you're still not going to get to play the biggest games out there: the Wolverines, the Intergalactics, the
Soros comes out now. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to play Soros. I was playing Returnal
and
again.
all that stuff. Yeah,
Returnal looks great with
bananas.
PSSR too, man. Returnal's super sharp.
No, absolutely.
I can't wait for Soros. That's gonna be good. But yo, get
Anyway,
back to Crimson
man,
Desert, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much
I'm
for
about
being
to
on.
crash, man. But anyway, you guys take care, and I'll talk to you later.
Hey, thanks.
Peace.
Anytime, Jaydub. Shout out to Jaydub, man. Go follow the Jaydub the stream. Get that Starfield stream going. I want everybody there. I'm gonna be there, man. I'm off that night. I'm not streaming. We're gonna watch Jaydub.
It's a vacation.
It's a vacation. It's a Grindhouse vacation. It's a Grindcation. Yeah. We're all gonna go watch Jaydub when he streams Starfield.
I'm gonna have my turbo outfit on.
Turbo man. Yo, he's gonna be all ready to go, man. He's gonna have cameras on. He's gonna have the Starfield helmet on. He's gonna be like, oh man, they said that never happened.
Yep.
Yo, all right, Jaydub. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, see you, man. But Grinders, there it is. Like, there she is. Removing you from a single device is magic. Well, her leaving is magic, as somebody said in the chat there. But yeah, man. Yo, shout out to Jaydub hanging on there for almost 3.5 hours of gaming Grindhouse, man. It's a grueling Grindhouse, man. We break down the videos and go through all the entertainment. Let's see if we did hit that milestone, Grinders. We are still 4 away. You're holding out on me. Hey, it is what it is. I didn't put a goal up this evening either. We tweet Ash AI. Let's just check D with the 5 VIPs. I got everybody there. So let's start wrapping this up here. And I think I got all the topics. Let's just see if Ash AI responded to me from my tweet. Let's see. Asha. No, Asha didn't respond to me. She never does. She never does. Somebody asked, like, what was her latest thing? She said 2 weeks. That's it. And she hasn't replied to anybody. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, that's it. Somebody asked that question. But Grinders, we are 4 away from 3,200. We will definitely hit it at the next show if we don't hit it by then. So, if you're listening to this, hit that like button. Subscribe. Thank you for all the VIPs going to the balcony. I'm going to have a special VIP show. So, if you haven't got a VIP and you get one, just upgrade to VIP. $5 gets you all the gets you a lot of the music that I make here. The Ultimate Grinders get all the music, but you get almost all the music I have down to the VIP section. And yeah, $5 you get the music, you get behind the scenes stuff, extra videos. I even did a DJ set because I do some DJing, some music. So I'm gonna do more of that. Plus, I do a members only balcony party where you guys just bring the topics and we talk about them live. So that'll be upcoming now for all the members. So get ready, balcony. I'm bringing a party to you guys up there. But what a show! Awesome with Jaydub on there. We got through all the topics, man, and some, and we almost hit 3,200. We will hit it. But Grinders, thank you again for everything. Hit that like button, share it out, hit that hype button, whatever the hype button does. I keep stopping at the hype button. There's a scoreboard for the hype button there. But definitely, over 250 people came in here. Thank you so much for all the support. And get it. Who's this person? Let's see. I don't get these ponies. They don't want Xbox to exist, so gamers will be left only over shoulder working dad sim game. Ponies buy copies of Forza and Starfield. I don't know what's going on. It's getting late tonight, man. But yo, dude, Xbox should exist. Everything I've ever said on this channel was in the betterment for Xbox as a true Xbox fan. But they didn't listen to me. But I just kept on going. And that's the fact. Like, the thing is that if you go back, and if you're new, go listen to all the old shows. Everything I said was in the best interest of Xbox. What they should do with exclusives. What they should do and knock out PlayStation, dude. I've been saying it. We want the competition. They're the bitches that are not competing. They're the ones that saying, put it everywhere. Gaming is hard. It's not hard, dude. Just make great games. We don't need AI to tell us to feel good about ourselves. We don't need that stuff, dude. Xbox just had to go make great games to combat Sony and Nintendo, and we would have been eating good, just like the old days. But they didn't. Instead, they said, we're going to buy companies. We're going to go buy Activision. We're going to go buy this, buy studios, wait for our games. Games come out not ready. I was against it all. So there's no pony show, man. This is an Xbox roasting show what a true Xbox fan really needs to hear. And that's all I've ever did. So take it for what it is, but it is eerie, scary stuff. And I don't need any insiders. I don't need to talk to devs. I don't need to be invited to a rooftop party and take a picture to make me feel valid and good and make you trust me. I just say how I feel and what I think Xbox needed to do. And they should have did it, because what's hilarious is that once Phil left, all of them came out of the woodwork saying exactly what I was saying for all those years where they told me to be quiet. Stop being negative. It was called negativity at the time. If you said you wanted exclusives, they said, why are you negative? Excuse me? But as soon as Phil creepy ass leaves, they go, bring exclusives back, Asha. Oh, that was negative talk. No, they just wanted to suppress me and stop me from saying what everybody should have been saying. And that's what they did to the Xbox fans. These influencers taught you to not speak your mind and to listen to them because they had their best interest. That's some bullshit. You know what's in your best interest and what your investment is. And that's your decision to make it. But don't have no influencer telling that everything's going to be fine and then change their mind every other month because the corporate line has changed. And that's what they did. And people follow that because they trusted the person, and the person used that trust to their advantages. And everybody jumped on it. Look at me taking a picture with Phil. I know better than anybody else. I've touched Phil. Now I'll touch you. Like, it's like bullshit. You're not special because you met him. Who gives a shit? He shared you the inside secrets? Dude, he signed your ass and sent you on your way. It was all just social parasocialism. It's over now. And we're just going to watch it burn. Because I've said everything they need to do. It is what it is, and we're going to have some fun. So enjoy. If you like it, hit that Grindhouse button. Dude, they're leaving Xbox. I didn't make a video leaving Xbox. I just said I don't like what they're doing. You know, it's funny. I never did one. Because I never left them. Because I told them what they needed to do. But grinders, I know what you need to do. You need to hit that like button, share it out, subscribe to the Gaming Grindhouse. Let's get to those 3200s and enjoy the show. Timestamps will be coming. Huggy, get in here. I got a song for you. Good night, grinders.
Harjit's in the corner, face paint, cheap crown, turning every group chat to a 3-ring town. Bro, I built an Xbox secret, always waving that controller like a golden key. Stop! Enough! You're doing too much! Hey! Say it once more! And the call cuts off! I swear I made the hardware, you just never seen it! Dude! Stop! Enough! Stop! Enough! Trust me, dude! Screenshot flex, fake specs, typed up in a rush. Says he's in the back end, but he's breaking trust. Jump scare, voice note, all caps, all bluff. Every sentence ending. Bro, just stop! Enough! You're doing too much! Oh yeah! Every wild story! Keep losing punch! I swear I made the hardware, they just wanted it to fall, so do stop! Enough! Stop! Enough! Trust me, dude!
Stop! Enough! Stop! Enough!
Why you gotta clown it out when you could just hang? We believe the real you more than any game. Stop! Enough! You're doing too much!
Stop!
Hey!
Enough!
Drop the fake flex! We can still be us! No more ghost consoles! No more secret proof! Stop! Enough! Stop! Enough! Trust me, you!
Stop! Enough!
Load it up! Steve been laughing in a group chat. Tom Warren typing up a new fact. What is this box that sits by the telly? Snack crumbs, controller, drink on my belly. Click on screen glow, dashboard in green. Friends all online, talking on Beam. Still act confused, like what does it do? It just ain't my weekend, that's what it choose. Xbox glaze in full effect. Brain went blank, that's cause and effect. One more match, yeah, what did you expect? I'm cooked, but I still connect. Xbox glaze in full effect. Dusty talk, yeah, we all obsessed. Just one game, now look at the mess. I'm glazed, I'm gone, but I feel blessed. Load it up, power on, whole squad, game is on. You still talking about maybe? We already in the lobby. Got the screen looking crazy, frame rate feeling godly. Why you scrolling through reviews? We just jumped into the fight. You be lagging on decisions, we be playing all night. Just buy a PS5. Stop thinking hit confirm. If you want those quality games, you know that's what you earn. Put that rumor, put that doubt aside. Join in or get left behind. If you want those quality games, just buy a PS5. Sofa snacks lying by the chair. New world on the screen like we teleported there. You still stuck in the fence, missing every single drop. You keep saying out of sight, we be shouting at the bar. Just buy a PS5. Stop thinking hit confirm. If you want those quality games, you know that's what you earn. Put that rumor, put that doubt aside. Join in or get left behind. If you want those quality games, just buy a PS5. Let's ride. What? Why you waiting? Price ain't changing. Quit playing, say it with me right now. One time, I'm about to change my life. Just buy